when it feels gangster.
Oh, we're live now.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello, we're here with open hearts, opening up ourselves to whatever is going to happen in this moment together.
Good job, Gabe.
It's exciting.
Yes.
Alright, dang it. My mouth keeps chattering. Alright, I'll start. Komotiachi waka yamaiyata. Trokeachi damakayata ruamaya yatakarichiam yatake a uraga o yanake rake o ruinama iya tra to tsikatkumwatsujo tra yamake a o noma o ya chiweka choka tamia wea chia tarararo maye goro sima chiate ro ya mera wiame estro tuo ponomeya esricha kamia ro chinamyaka yatraya ro ramya chita oro yam yeya o rachinamikwa kwaroshinamyaka yamyakyaye china aro o yamye o chinomo rachina rikamye torochi o ramyakye rochinam chikame.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Very nice. I think you were singing some songs.
Those are easier. That is such a sick feeling.
That was gorgeous, man.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Any insight to what I was saying would be great too, because I like to write poems, so I'm a big fan of words. Whew.
Yeah, I think first you talk about us being here, and then what you said after, I don't know. Basically, with the translating, it started like I started translating like first thing, and then I have to remember all the things, and then I can't translate the other things because it's hard to remember all the whole sentence.
You know what feels weird about this concept of me speaking these things? It almost feels like when we talk to these densities that are like unity conscious, I already feel like more relaxed. Wow. When we talk to these densities that are a unity consciousness at its best, thinking as a one. Come on, why do you keep blanking me out here?
We can hear you.
No, my brain, I got wiped.
Oh.
Bummer.
Jumping timelines again.
Okay. So the unity consciousness concept is it almost feels like it's an orchestra in my language of different aspects of whatever star people are speaking through me, but literally throwing in their tits and bits to make. I shouldn't have said that, but anyways, you get it. uh, to make new words and new sentences that express a wider consciousness than one person. And when I started doing the deeper, slower ones, I actually started to feel my heart connect with whatever emptiness you have when you close your eyes and look it through your third eye. It was almost like a seductive chant to get you to let go and be empty. That's what I got. Anyways.
Very good.
Thank you guys for this. This is dope. It would be interesting for anyone who is going to speak to try the songs. I just feel like there's so much more of a flow to the information, just like songs are for us. Anyways.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's why I connect to music more.
Yeah, I find like what I'm going through my life, I getting through like music. The music changed how the meaning and message of the music, and it fit perfectly what I'm going through every time.
Well, and the beautiful thing is too, if well, obviously you guys thought it was beautiful what was coming through, you connected with it, and we're simply talking about a vibration that manipulated you to the energetic concept to your soul. That is no words, no actions, no sight. That is close your eyes and feel the vibration. That's why I love it so much. It's simple. We don't have to, like, what I don't like, sorry to interrupt here, but what I don't like is the concept of, all right, what's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? I'm not saying anything against that. I just couldn't do it because it doesn't feel as flow and creative. That's all. I don't like Dance Monkey Dance. LOL.
You do what you feel right.
Exactly.
It's gonna come through pure, and that just like that was.
You're
Exactly.
already pure.
No, for sure, and there's no. Yeah, you guys get it. We get it.
Frantisek, what are you connecting with?
I'm Gira.
Hello,
Hello,
Kira.
Kira.
Nice to meet you.
Hello. Pleasure to be with you again.
And in new exploration for you lately.
We are now enjoying the forest you have co-created for
May I
us.
please, may I please ask you a question?
Yes, of course.
I am the individual who just did that light language. Could you give me any insight onto the message I shared? Higher self, myself, same thing.
We were not aware of you speaking at the moment, but let us connect to that idea. How synchronous. You were singing about hearts connecting together.
Melting, a good word?
Yes.
Becoming one.
You can always perceive different energies, even when they are melted together. You can recognize different archetypes going through. You are
I
an
understand.
amalgamation of hundreds of archetypes, and your connections are always changing. There are some more prevalent, there are some that you are conscious of. Most of it is usually for you unconscious, subconscious.
I'm getting
This
some more.
song you were singing, this old song,
It really felt amazing to me. Like almost like I was becoming a string of a violin. May I please ask another question? I know I don't have to make all this analytical, etc., but I was talking about the concept of how I feel my language is like multiple languages meshed together in their own predetermined, agreed upon way. It always feels different and sounds different, but I like songs the most. I was curious if you could shed some light on my 3D brain on what's happening here, because my language sounds to vary so much. I feel like I'm making it up.
This is very often for more of you that are meeting at these hangouts. You feel like you are making it up.
It's hard to hear you.
Yes, just
Thank you.
I'm getting a new download what you were saying earlier. That you're going to be around the wolf as you are part of them and not disconnected and play with them.
Thank you.
yes, and you can understand the universe as well of information on every moment is stored in there, every moment that can manifest to any being. And you are just dipping to that well and to that
Okay.
sea of information that is within. And you are reading to yourself part of it.
If not to interrupt you, but if I feel like I get the energetic gist of this, it's this is evolution, this is change, and this is going to be like my light language will just be one of its own, just like all of ours are. Period. I know that. Even if they're Arcturian, there are specific, right? I mean, our energy of Arcturians.
Even your English is specific for you. Even
Is
your
light.
English is amalgamation of different dialects of English you have heard throughout your life and you have learned to use.
If I'm to understand light language, it's more of a multi-dimensional. Whereas
Yes.
English is, you know, straight. This is what this word means. That's it. When it's like archetypal symbols in a light frequency, right? That convey overall messages that can easily be broken down to simpler fractals.
Yes, and that is also true for English language. There are many meanings to words. There are many underlying meanings that people perceive.
Yes, yes. The language is
Different
a
people connect different words to different relations, and that generates different feelings for them. So it's always multidimensional. It's the compression through
thank you
the
for
word that you're receiving. And you can translate it to yourself in many different ways. Anything you hear, anything you see, anything you read.
that was really beautiful. Thank you, and really simple. I was overcomplicated. Thank you.
Thank you. Let me get back to the doubt that you're projecting to your tongue speaking. The doubt is going to get confirmed. Whenever there is doubt, there is a confirmation to that doubt that comes with it.
Are you stating also when I doubt myself that my message isn't exactly what it's supposed to be, right? Because it feel like when I really give into it, the message flows and I actually become that vibration. But when I have these doubts or like, am I really doing this? It slows it down. It makes it work. I completely understand what you're saying. Thank you very much. Phenomenal.
Yes,
Terribly
you are
simple.
perfectly reading a multi-dimensional message that we are sending over to you.
Your power is very strong.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The conduit is having trouble aligning energies. Let's give him some rest.
Thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
Dude, very cool of you. Thank you, man.
Thank you. Oh, I have a headache.
It gives you a headache?
Yeah, there's some resistance in me, and I'm not sure what it is.
You know, it's so funny. I'm not exactly wanting to force this channeling thing because it'll come when it comes. But literally, what this little tiny group is doing right now is literally an entire evolution of mankind. Like just your little blurb right there, and like when I was talking to Caitlin's channeled entities last time, these people have such amazing messages. Like this is epic. Thank you. And like people usually get money to do this, etc. But I feel like it would be so cool if we all have this special gift to give to each other, so we can grow as a group and make money doing our services outside and promoting each other.
Yeah. I keep
Yes, I'm
getting.
not doing it for making money. I just enjoy it very much.
Well, no, yeah, exactly. Well, that's what I was saying. Like being that selfless, it makes it so much more. It's amazing, dude. Thank you.
Yeah, I need a break. Hold on.
Thank you, dude.
I keep getting the idea of your being around Wolf.
We don't have to make it all about me, guys. You guys can talk too, though. By the way, sorry. I don't want to be
No,
selfish.
but it's interesting. I keep coming back to that idea. It's like downloading to me. So that's fascinating. So where is Sarah? And Yasmina?
Yes, I'm here.
What's you up to?
What am I up to?
Yeah.
Um, I was just listening to this.
How have,
Yeah,
how have
being
your life changed?
naked.
You joined Ukuru.
Sorry?
how has your life changed since you started listening to Hukulu?
Oh yeah. Whew.
I was talking
It's
about
so
Sarah,
much.
by the way. Sorry. When I said you're naked. Never mind.
Yeah, it's so much more interesting. Yeah, interesting. That's the word. How about you?
Yeah, it's expanding.
Do you channel?
I started a little bit, so
Okay. Bear, it was. Can I call you Bear?
Yeah, and hey, no, I was referencing the naked comment was because I wanted Sarah to turn on her camera so we could all, be seen speaking the language, and she said she likes to be like me most of the time, which is just, screw clothes. So, anyways,
Yeah, we all know that.
okay, good, good.
Naked.
It's easier. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
That's why the aliens wear one suit. It's epic. Like, give me that suit. I'll wear it.
I was wearing Arcturian clothes in the colony.
Do explain. That sounds cool.
Yeah, I've been wearing blue clothes and Arcturian. Like, I asked to have an alien
Are you
clothing.
much of a drawer at all?
What do you mean by that?
Are you able to do like digital art or draw
No,
decent? Oh, okay.
I can't draw at all.
Well, I was just saying it'd be really cool to even get rough sketches. We can start getting some data. Because I want to see these things, even if it's a basic sketch.
I haven't seen my clothes yet.
Well, sure. Oh, actually, that's kind of like a side comment, though. If you
I,
keep a
I
diary, this would be cool to put together as like a Huculo book.
I remember being on the colony and I went out of the colony like more into the ships, like where the aliens are. Like this place where the colony is specific for a colony, and then there's like other place you can go where it's not on completely on the colony. And I went outside with the aliens. I remember doing that.
I do have a question for all of you, though. Can you give a brief interpretation of what the crystal room looked like to you guys?
It's
I
basically
don't remember being.
crystal. Crystal will color like I mostly saw purple color, and I was holding a big crystal that was have so much lighting in it, and the room was like colorful. The color changed.
Can you say anything about the structure, like what it looked like inside?
No, not entirely.
No? What about you?
I don't remember being there, so
Oh, no?
I
You haven't?
remember being in the colony once, and it was amazing, ecstatic.
What was it? What would you do?
What did I do?
Yeah.
Well, I just remember the feeling when I woke up. It was wow. It was so.
Oh, you don't really remember the event? You just woke up knowing it happened?
But it's like blurry now. I remember it before much more clearer. But I remember there was some kind of filming, stop motion, this
Oh,
weird
so
stop motion filming, but not filming. I don't know how to explain it. It was something new. I didn't know what to do. And I
you,
talked to it, Jim, when he channeled, and he said I was very, very afraid. So that's why I remember being there. But I said, no, I don't feel, I don't remember being afraid. I just remember being ecstatic and joyful and excited. So,
is Sarah
do you
there?
remember?
Yeah,
Sorry?
the way that you can probably have been afraid is that you did not connect to the event completely, in just bits, and you did not understand the bits you connected to. So you probably was not actually afraid.
It's probably sensory overload, if anything.
Yeah. I was afraid about the different beings. I guess understand he was saying that I was afraid about that this really exists. That it's just not in that this is real.
Yeah, I can tell you, like, when I met beings in my bedroom, like, almost immediately I realized I could be comfortable, because if they wanted to hurt me, like, they had already done
It would have
that.
been done, yeah. It's already game over.
They wouldn't have woken me up,
So obviously they don't want to hurt you.
and they went away very quickly. They accidentally woke me up, so if it was an accident or...
No, it was not an accident. So do you remember how did they look like?
have big eyes. They, like, the face was... I was lying in my bed, and someone pushed me on my chest, like, wake up, like, push with the hands, like, up. And I just opened up my eyes quickly, and then like two heads over me, and if I would have put my hands up, I would have touched them, so... And my brain just went like... My brain works like double, like triple time, like very fast. I could like do so much thinking and stuff. And then it went away.
Was it like tangible 3D stuff?
It was like... Took like maybe like 3 seconds for them being there, but everything went so fast in my mind, so every second was like longer time. Hello, Justin. It looks like he's having a beard, but with a jacket.
Hello, Justin.
Are you channeling Martin Luther King now?
I don't think he hears us.
What?
Justin, can you hear us? Oh, to your question, Ben?
Yeah.
No, I don't remember being in a crystal room, but I have other experiences.
Well, because it's very interesting for me. These people are talking about all of their experiences with these star people. I've never seen one, never been around one, but it's almost like to the concept when I think about like the Lyrans and stuff like that. Sure, I would have my initial shock, and I don't know if you guys have heard of. Sure, you guys have. You guys have heard of Rob Gauthier.
Yeah, of course.
Well, his story when he first met Treb scared the shit out of him. Obviously, it's T-Rex for real, but in a human body. But he doesn't want to lose it. We're so trained, you know, as these humans on Earth to fear what we don't know on purpose.
Yeah, well, I saw a dinosaur in my dream last week. Well, actually, a couple of them. Dinosaurs.
Well, what were they, and where were you?
Apparently, I was on another planet somewhere.
Oh, really?
And saw green little men, and one was purple.
What are they? How tall were they? And were they like grays or?
They were like knee size, almost like a little bit above my knee. They were tiny.
Were you human?
Of course, I was human. I am human.
Well, I'm just saying, you know, once you astral project, you get crazy.
I never look at...
I'm not sure if it was an astral projection. I think I was actually there.
Technically, the term astral projection doesn't do it justice because you're really going into a fractal in yourself. You're going into your pineal gland, the holographic portal we have. So you're never actually really traveling anywhere. You're just accessing a different like time space. But every
That's what
person,
they
every night,
say.
astral projects every single night.
No, I'm not talking about astral projection. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about literally, I was sent there, wherever there was.
Like you were walking down the street and all of a sudden you were on a planet.
I was in bed and all of a sudden I was somewhere else.
Green and purple people were walking around.
Yes.
My bad. That's crazy. That is crazy as shit.
Exactly.
Have you spoken with your mother about that?
Oh no. She is
probably
not ready for that.
standing in the next room wearing like.
You know what? I
headphones
think
and
she was with me halfway because I saw her in my dream of what I consider a dream. I saw her.
Is she still physical?
What's that?
Your mom? Is she still physical?
Of course she's physical.
Well, I don't know that.
She's my mother.
Well, I kind of sounded like a past tense reference to her, that's all.
I met my dad at the colonies.
Your space dad. Or
No,
your real
his
dad.
real father.
Yeah, here on Earth.
This is blowing my mind right now. I look at the craziest stuff and like, wow. All right.
Yeah, I was basically in the a big room on the colony, and everybody was gathering around, and we were one person or something was presenting that I started speaking languages, and then I looked around in the room, and then I saw my father, and then now he knows that I speak the language, and it was weird.
Because I asked, because the only experience I really had that felt really out of the normal was that crystal room experience I had, which was, it's like a 2-second flash in my brain, but it almost gives me ideas for inventions. And what it was, because we all know how powerful the sunlight is, and just the amount of spectrums plants grow off it. Anyways, to use a power like that to try and we don't even need to synthesize anything, but use the natural sun and creating these massive discs, crystal discs that we can put into an adobe hut that's covered on the inside with copper to help resonate that energy in a specific frequency, and using creation of the thing I was showing you earlier, the tensor field generator, and then 2 of the yonks were literally, one was this way and then one was the other way. It was through a massive, I don't know, yeah, I guess that's a diamond-shaped crystal, and around it were spinning discs with alien writing on the side, and then on top it had specific crystals pointing in and then pointing out, and then it was like a set of creepy, I don't know, jaws that were just spinning in on each other. And once it turned on, so to speak, all I saw was a flash of light that went through all the crystals on the wall that were all my chakras, and it was just an explosion. It was cool. But it happened so fast. But I got all of that from that little thing. I don't know if I went to the same place, though.
That's cool.
That's nice, man.
If not, it gave me real ideas for a real-world invention on this world, in this place.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have heard of Adobe, right?
No. Outside of Adobe Flash Player, no.
No. The Adobe, the building material.
No, I haven't.
So you take mud and straw with sand in a certain mixture, and you literally stack it like you're building a sandcastle, right? You should look up Adobe houses, but this is kind of what I have a future imagination of, is creating a community where we're building these things out of the earth, like the Indians did. And the funniest thing about that is our engineering criteria today doesn't hold a candle to the Hopi Indians and all the people down and throughout history. And plus, I'm finding out from doing all this research and talking to all these people, our square edged houses actually hold energy, and not positive energy because we know that it flows. So ridges tend to bind it up. When you have a dome, the energy can flow better, just like a tachyon emitter. It sends the frequency in a certain way, or like Bashar's space-time antenna, the vortices that are going in on each other.
Really nice concept, and would make a lot of sense. And there's probably a reason why most of our dwellings are square in nature. To keep.
This, yes, absolutely, absolutely. You know, it's a spiritual. It's all about these archetypal squares, and you know, but well, in nature, God doesn't create straight lines. Well, man does.
Create circles.
Yeah. Well, and the cyclical nature of yin and yang and the flower of life and like just the Fibonacci sequence. They don't want you thinking circles. They want you thinking left, right, 1, 2.
Up and down.
That's how they keep you lost in the thing, but that's why we're here.
Well, barely up, because if you look up, you'll see the sky.
But you can get
Which most people don't. Most people don't.
Interesting. Thank you for that concept.
But I think this could easily be a real technology. I can literally create it in this world. Not fourth dimension, not... I have ideas, but maybe I could ask... We could all get together at times, too, and...
I had this idea that instead of getting a receipt on the in a store when you buy something, in Sweden everyone get a receipt after they bought something. Instead of
bartering,
getting the receipt,
having something to give.
You get it on the internet instead. Then you don't have the papers. That would save so much trees to not have receipt when you're buying something in the stores.
I forgot what we were talking about.
Yeah, creating new ideas and stuff.
Oh no, well actually, that's what email and stuff is now. I mean, the little stuff, yeah, and I know hemp's still legal in America, so to grow hemp is illegal.
I'm from Sweden, so I don't know what hemp is. Yeah.
Sweden has like the best place to grow hemp. So, hemp is a protein molecular close partner to cannabis and cannabinoid, marijuana. But when they decided to outlaw marijuana, they just merged the hemp plant with it because the newspaper industry and the paper industry, logging industry, was booming, and they wanted to shut any competition down. But now we're coming back here, so adobe houses.
Yeah, about Adobe houses, check the link I have sent to chat. Primer fields. There you can see how the energy flows, and it's quite neat. Something that there you will see things you haven't seen before.
Perhaps I also put that in the description of this video if you publish it, so those who watch can also watch this video.
We don't hear you talking, Bear. Your mic is...
Sorry. It's a toroidal vortice. That's the toroids, the sacred, donut rings. But if you want to actually show that to a kid, because I'm trying to work on very simple criterion that I could give to you guys that maybe you guys could share with your local elementary school kids, etc. That's really children friendly, sacred geometry. Noticing that the Vesica Pisces in the flower of life is on a leaf, which is the same uh, arrangement as your eyeball looks, which both take in light. So you can't run away from you know try to make kids books. You get what I'm getting at. I'm tired. But I think it would be a good thing to do is to work together to do little stuff like that, create free children's books and children's stories. Because I know for a fact that things like Dr. Seuss are geared to do things, and the subliminal context of the stories are not what kids should be reading. And if we opened them up and enlightened them up a little early, and just like our movie makers are doing for our populace, introducing the idea of more benevolent aliens like Paul, we can do that for our generations to maybe spark them on a little faster. But it wouldn't be forcing anything. It would just be giving them a different story, because we've been reading them the same stories over and over and over. This Lyra story, where we came from, could easily be made to be a little bit fairy tale-ish, but tell the truth. I think it would be cool if we could make that happen. I can't draw, so.
Have you seen Spiritual Science?
Spirit Science, yeah, I've seen more than half of it.
They have cartoons and makes the...
I'm talking about books, like little cartoon books that we can all work on, right, in a Google Drive session, and from there, easily you could print it at your own places, and we can start being the peaceful anarchy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
You can also request help from Spiritual Science to do it together with them or not.
If you can do that, or someone's close to them, absolutely. Their artwork would be phenomenal. He's really talented at what he does.
I appreciate with Spirit Science. That's what actually started my synchros and finding Hikalo. So that would be. I feel that's completely within our total realm of possibility. And
let's create our flavor, That's all.
Yeah, exactly. Why not? Why need to include him? We see his ideas. We have ours. It's okay to completely make our branch off on our own, and that's what we're doing actually.
Yeah, but we don't have to disconnect from. We do it together in a way, or connected or not connected. It's still going to be connected with each other.
Well, and even if you don't have anything to give towards the project when it's printed, if you would take some action to pass it out, that's cool, man. Just the tiny little sparks of consciousness. That's all it takes.
Yeah, my dad created his own school photo book at his school, and he got it printed, and everybody wanted to have it, so he got enough to make it work because he was excited to do that.
See, and I'm pretty good at with people skills. They either like me or they hate me, but when it comes to business, I'm pretty good at that, and I think we could definitely work together to get, or at least acquire an artist like a Spirit Science guy to work with us for free, because I mean, we would just be trying to raise money to essentially print stuff out, so it's not costing us all our money to spread this good good message. And plus, making it available for PDF, because all these kids are getting high-tech touchscreens and stuff, would be cool too.
We can basically, you can basically go into the make a book for iPad, very easy.
Well, the same thing. Literally, the ones you make for iPad, print right to paper. The same process.
Yeah.
But just an idea.
And you can make an interactive ebook on iPad, and that would be free download for everyone.
I don't know if it'd be it'd be cool if it'd be possible, but an interactive sacred geometry kids book would be cool. A crystal grids book.
Yeah, but basically we can just release it on the Apple Store. You don't have to print anything or stuff.
Well, unless you don't have the PDF version or the computer, you just print it out and read it. And plus, for school, you want to print it out a few dozen times regardless, so you can reach people who aren't by a computer.
Yeah.
Infect the world.
You can do it in multiple things and make
Yes.
it free.
Yes. So word.
Are you saying you artist?
Like we can create the materials and other people will spread it and print it how they want to do it.
Well, in the concept, don't change the story, because once the story is decided upon, like we have the message we want to convey as a group, etc., to these kids, then it's a copyright, and they can print freely, but they don't get to touch the words, because it's stuff like that that's going to make it dangerous. It's stuff like that that they're going to bastardize and make our benevolent efforts into a shitfest. Period. They'll make it demon worship stuff, etc. Like just blah 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 blah. Once it's copyrighted, it's done.
Are you saying you need someone to draw?
I would love someone to. I'm an idea guy. I don't have the patience to draw. I've gotten good at it once or twice, but you got to keep up with it.
I'm suck at writing and drawing, so making a book is the best.
I have so many ideas myself. Honestly, like I'm a one-man show that can't create anything because I can't type to save my life. My grammar's terrible in typing because I don't care enough, and my drawing isn't so dope because I don't care enough. But making the story, that's fun. Creating it, that's fun. So if people who are grammar nerds could make sure that it doesn't look like a for amazing art, that we could work together and have your expression on how you do art with my vision would be awesome. Because I've been thinking about this for quite some time.
Well, I love to draw and I love to write.
My email. Do you have your chat thing open?
And what I was thinking about, like a child book that makes people be more comfortable about reptilians, like.
Well, I guarantee you Rob's going to be all about that, and we could ask for Treb's help. Treb really steered me completely open to the reptilian thing, and then when that happened, it was just kind of like, wait a second. All these star people are literally just like us. There's really awesome white people and really shitty white people. Green, blue, purple, turquoise, it doesn't matter. There's all flavors and all species. So there's good ones and there's, well, people who choose to be opposite of. Do you? Stay away from me. But no, yeah, I like that idea because I know for a fact I'm a huge buff on looking at symbolism that they try and feed in through movies and kids cartoons and stuff, because I'm seeing left and right little kids cartoons and vampire girls standing in front of stargates. Trying to make it fairy tale-ish, because that's a science fact. Anyways, you get what I'm getting at. Make a whole bunch of different books, even for high school stuff too, which would be the best.
I'd be much more up to making it like a cartoon clip.
You know what? I mean, why do we have to be on the colonies to create, right?
Yeah. No, I mean, create something
together.
that people...
Let's make all types of things, man.
Something people will like and share to others, and it will spread.
Oh, well, yeah.
Like you just put it on YouTube.
Yep.
And it will.
But exactly, that's one thing, though, right? We're talking about 8 billion people or something like that, whatever.
My friend, he has
like 20 of us are up.
My friend has 10 million views on his YouTube channel.
Does he?
Yeah.
What does he do?
Filming elevators.
What? Excuse you?
Filming elevator rides, and he gets...
You know why I'm upset? Because I didn't think of it. I should have been filming elevators. Is he signed up as a partner with YouTube? Is he making money per hit?
No. My other friend, he has like 1 million. He makes a little bit more money.
I think I need to talk to Max about that, or someone needs to get a hold of him, because They need to make this YouTube channel a partner ASAP.
Yes, just he shows commercial in the beginning.
Exactly.
And then he
But-
doesn't have to ask for donation all the time.
Well, here's the thing, though. You actually have to physically sign a contract with YouTube to be a partner. So when they actually show the commercials on your YouTube channel,
Yeah.
you get a part of that money, as opposed to them just doing it because they're giving you the platform. So I'll talk to Max or whatever. They need to sign up before these things become popular, so they can make some money for the site and this place, etc.
Yeah, then the website will pay for itself.
Well, at least just another avenue
would
of
make-
money. At least just another avenue of money, you know. These guys are working week in and week out. They've been so good to us, and they give us, you know, this.
Instead of us paying the money, we can watch commercials to get it, the channeling. Instead of they asking donation for the channeling events.
I think that's absolutely brilliant. If we could work together like a little mining thing, for 15 minutes, you just keep watching videos and getting to the point where they get a full video count and then start over. I think it's a great idea. I don't care.
Bear,
What's up?
I woke up a couple weeks ago, right? And there's a Pokemon cartoon, and what it was is there's these little aliens that landed, and they took over the mind, if you will, and body of the rocket, the two bad guys, if you will. They're little Pokemon.
The weird rocket team thingy, yeah.
Yeah. So Meowth, you see him like being like astrally, like being like telepathically controlled, and the aliens are, what are they doing? Channeling their thoughts through Meowth to the rocket team and Ash and them. And I woke up to this. Like I literally woke up to like this idea of like, hey kids, like
Subliminal programming, bud. Yeah.
Well, what I'm saying is, for me, I looked at it as just like, it made me laugh. I'm like, well, to me, I look at it as a positive because they're showing the kids younger, like, hey, they're getting used to the idea of their elders being channels, if you will. And I saw another cartoon yesterday morning. It was like the Teen Titans new one, and it was like the
humanoids and stuff and that shit, or, you know, like, it's just, yeah.
And I'm choosing to look at things just from a pure existence and what's beneficial. What I look from it and pull from it was beneficial to me in the moment. For me, it was confirming like, oh, so it's just gonna be normal for kids growing up to like see channelers on TV or understand that it's another artistic form, if you will.
What's the show that everyone keeps talking about with the vampire telepathy woman waitress? True Blood. It's a vampire thing. Well,
yeah, she's a fairy. She's a fairy.
She's a fairy.
And she's a fairy. The waitress, she's a fairy. She's a fairy, and what it is all the vampires that get a taste of the fairy blood realize that's their like true eternity. So it's the way I see it is recombining the spark of life with the void.
Dark and light aspects.
Yes, to truly create the immortal being that's we may look human. Like once we give up our humanity, if we are pure heart, mind, and spirit, then our body is just a vessel. It's just simply that. And that's where I'm at right now is like, hey, I'm completely okay with shedding my every last little bit of humanity because I feel I am the complete embodiment of unconditional love. So if that's what I do just naturally, then it's okay if I shed my humanity. Because if I'm just pure unconditional love in the truest, simplest forms, then that's how I choose to live my existence, you know? And for me, that's simple.
What does that mean, though? I don't understand. What?
It's whatever you want it to mean.
Giving up your mankind?
No, I'm just giving up what I would feel would... emotions, cravings, things of this nature, energy, just ideas of energy that are non-beneficial to me. So when I feel these energies, ideas come up, I tell myself, this is meaningless. This is absolutely meaningless to me. Keep what's beneficial, and I'm just going to let go to the earth and the universe what they need. And I'm just going to keep what's needed for me to keep my neutral grounded balance while keeping this flowing energy of my higher self through my physical vessel on earth in this moment.
For you and your interpretation, coming from our grown, well, a little bit more enlightened side of looking at these cartoons, it isn't about you. It's actually about the subliminal context that are being put into the children and the way that this information is being proposed. So my favorite analogy, and one that stuck with me ever since I saw it, and I didn't want to watch it again after I saw it once, was Peter Pan, because of the one sentence that he said, if you believe, I'm probably butchering it, but if you believe, you can fly. Well, on such a consciousness level, you know, no matter what fancy 3 separate words to this word of, you know, in this now moment, etc. I mean, it's actual physical block. Damn it all.
I find it very interesting that
It's subliminal. Sorry, just so I can finish real quick. It's actually strategically meant to put archetypal symbols into the children to come to fruition when we reach an older age. Even when you talk about just the subtleties of over-sexualizing a young, civilization, that they're starting to get to the raw animalistic aspects before understanding the higher, you know what I'm saying? Just simple stuff like that is what I'm talking about, and I want to make a change that way. But no, I agree with you, man. I don't let anything affect me. I still like to learn this stuff, though.
well,
It's exciting. It is. It is. It's
Well, and then we can create stuff, you know? Like,
Mhm.
I know what they're doing, and maybe I'd like to share some of that information with you guys, because it's a
be the
science.
balance.
It's a
Yeah,
science.
be the middle ground. Like, it's not necessarily being the other side of the coin. I prefer the middle ground. See,
Exactly.
I've lived on both sides, and for me in this moment, I find the most peace just in this simplest way for me. All the other things were just becoming, felt
Right.
as too much, and then I just finally got to a point where, like, I'm really at a moment where just give me the simplest life possible, and whatever that means I have to do, then intuitively I'm going to allow myself to be guided by it and doing this, and every step of the way it's feeling right. And the more I feel resistance from others or other things, it's like I'm doing the right thing in this moment for myself then. And that's what it's about, like each timeline has, their embodiments that are able to reach this point on Earth, and it's really neat. There's so many.
What do you have envisioned? What are you trying to contribute? Do you have a project you're working on? A website maybe
Yeah.
for channeling, or what do you got going on?
What do I got going on?
Yeah.
Living in complete simplicity and nothingness.
Okay.
It's all going to come to me. I just continue to just having faith and patience in that, allowing myself to be myself in the purest forms, that I could literally sit in one spot and just sit there and do what people say would be bad and non-beneficial. I can just sit here and do it, and it'll all eventually come to me. And if it doesn't, then it'll come to me in another lifetime.
what I'm find fascinating is that the South Park episode about aliens got cancelled.
It's because it talked about Earth being just an ongoing episode of, like, until we finally woke up to the idea that we just made a TV show for us to go be the stars of. We all wanted to be, individual movie stars, so to speak. This is what I was feeling from the episode. And then the kids found out that, hey, Earth is just one big TV show for the universe. And if you want to be a part of the show, then there's an agreement
that you
to allowing to descend here.
And you have to forget that it's a TV show. That's part of the experience, in a sense.
I mean, imagine how awesome of a show it would be if there was like 500,000 people on Earth that literally had embodied their godly gifts. They're true embodiments of their God's gifts. You know, imagine how entertaining the earth would be when we truly reach our 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 true potentials, you know, when we truly awaken to what we are individually, you know, and no matter what anyone else says, once we understand this and act in the way that we feel is our truest, simplest forms, then that just is an ultimate allowance, you know, permission slip for everyone else to just be like, oh, well, then I can just let go and plug into a completely different reality. And this is what I'm shifting into right now. Is like, okay, the only difference in this reality that I'm dreaming, that I've been dreaming of for 29 and a half years and then on, like, this is the time, this is the moment. And like, I keep on hearing, you know, be patient, and it finally has gotten to the point, like, excuse me, but I'm sick and tired of being patient. I've done this patient thing enough. I'm in the moment where it's everyone else is feeling it. I know I am. Just bring the gifts in a shower, you know, for everyone. Make it equal, you know.
Rachika Maiyata. Rochinyaya. Rokarimita. Ochime. Ochiame. Rai kriya no maki. Iyo. Rarani nakito. Chikame. Rororo kirame kararashino. Rogashinari mai akia. Onakijaya orea miyakao. Oh. Runjgarada pakayachia romia keitaru mo chi Yahweh Rokamcha Kitore. If I wasn't shaking so much, I could actually get the way it's supposed to sound. It's supposed to be more flowy, but it sounds cool.
It was beautiful.
It's so much energy, dude. It's like my lips are shaking, my jaw is shaking, my throat is shaking. It's cool.
Yes, I feel it over here, Bear. I appreciate that. That was beautiful.
I think that's gonna be my thing. I don't really like speaking as much as I like singing it more.
I feel like that is a kind of a thank you from you.
I was told, because I learned from Judy Satori, I got one of her classes on, Thoth was there, Saint Germain was there, talking to us in light language and teaching us and activating parts in us to bring this knowledge back, to bring all this back.
I
What's that?
That you were like, we should spread out, grow like a tree. We are growing like a tree ourselves.
Well, this is just, I feel more comfortable doing it this way. Everyone seems to have the talking and stuff like that. It feels, literally, my heart feels like the most butterflies are in it when I can just do whatever song they want. It flows so much better out of me. And like I said earlier, just like all of you, music helps. Music, vibration, dictates our emotion, which therefore creates our existence. So those simple archetypal melodies, if you feel it, side note, let me know what you're feeling too.
I'm feeling death and life in this moment.
It sounds somber, but it's deep. It feels very understanding to me, like looking at both sides of the fence.
I
Yes.
feel you have been through a lot of despair and a lot of like
Many lifetimes of war.
you have seen things that
Man.
are scary to many, but you have seen them for a reason. You have seen them because you could handle them.
I'm a little bit rougher around the edges for a reason, I'm assuming. Not so gentle. But I still have that aspect in me. And yes, what I was feeling is like my heart was, I have done wrong and wrong has been done to me. Just like Sarah and I were talking earlier, I've been Hitler, I've been Christ, I've been the blood, I've been the water, it doesn't matter, but just to sing my song is what I'm here in the now to do for all of you, to connect as one in my pain and happiness. Thank you very much.
Yeah, your song before, it was straight to the point. I started crying. It was beautiful. The first song.
You know, it's interesting when I when I when I write some poems and I ask for, you know, higher things to speak through me so I can get this stuff off my chest because it helps me. It helps clear my heart and throat chakra. It's yeah, lost it again. This keeps happening. Anyways.
It's okay.
Oh, how literally during these are so powerful, and I don't cry, but I'll cry at like little Bambi movies. I'll cry at literally like a part of the story where an animal channeler, you know, brought in a very amazing poem from a horse. Just bawl my eyes out. Like my buddy walked in, I told him, leave me alone. Like I need some me time. And when I was doing that, it just I felt the sorrow as like I was feeling the whole of the vibration, like I was finally experiencing different parts of my song, and my sorrow has built my strength. The friction has built, you know, my resilience. And when you have these positive moments, and the negative ones to look back on, negative creatures, energies, etc., we become so much more in tune with the good shit. And that's what it feels like when I'm doing that stuff. I might do one more too pretty soon because it feels good.
That's amazing.
But it feels like I'm actually, from my heart actually kind of hurts a little bit. Like feels like it's growing, like the Grinch. But when I do that and I finally tap into those lower tones, I like those the most. When the lower tones, I feel like I'm actually coming out of my body and touching all of you guys as a nebula. Does that make sense? Like ether touching ether.
Completely.
It's cool, dude.
Makes great sense.
Cool. Thank you. Thank you for all, dude. This is so dope.
No,
I'm so
your
glad this happened.
dream is about running together with the wolf.
I love to hear the insight. Oh, 1 second. I gotta put my dog outside.
Justin, are you okay?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm amazing.
Good.
And you wouldn't happen to know the origins of My Little Tunes, would you? Or does it have one?
Your heart.
Boo.
Ooh. snap.
You smart son of a bee. Bam! You know what I was talking about, but you just checkmate me on that one. Done, spiritual sucker. We just played spiritual chess. I just got checkmate.
This is what I need, man. Simplest. Like I've been talking to my girl about it. I'm like, hey, I'm just letting you know now, like, don't call me by that old. I'm nothing like that. There's gonna be times where I'm like quiet and just sit and just smoke a bunch of herb and just chill. I'm gonna have times where I'm like,
Well, like I said, being yourself, that's the best thing you can do, yeah.
exactly, and this is what I'm understanding is that, hey, this is how my higher self, my idea of alpha and omega is choosing to live, its experience in Earth, and I understand simply now what it is my body asked for, and there's times where I understand that I really am perfectly fine, and then there's times where I'm gonna have, a complete crashing down, to complete 3D, and it'll feel 2D for a little bit. But they're just ripples, and then just collect myself back together, do what's needed to be done to be grounded, neutral, and highest vibrational, and I understand my process now.
I don't know if this is just for you, but whatever you're talking about, like my jaw keeps twittering. So I think whatever it is has something to say on that, probably my higher self, or whatever it is.
There's a very strong connection between all of us in this hangout and our higher selves. It's very beautiful. It's very beautiful.
Does anyone else get the chattering teeth who can speak light language and like my foot's quivering and?
Yes, that's how it feels.
I had a time where when I spoke the language, I couldn't stop speaking language, and it was like taking over the English. I couldn't speak other than the languages.
Very cool. How did it feel for the first time?
Yeah, it was insane. And then one time, like I could feel like I was speaking, someone else was speaking the language through me with another voice, and my voice just changed.
It's really cool, man. I used to do this when I was a kid, but I just thought it was gibberish.
You were gibberish.
Not that little of a baby, like from 3 to at least 7. I knew other things existed. I knew I could fly once, and I knew, yeah, I was like Superman, but in an alien way, and not like a hero, more or less different.
Yeah, the idea is that we actually have done like levitated flying and stuff like that, but as soon as we stop flying, we decide, oh, it's not part of my shoes of experiences here, and then we forget about it.
I don't know how much you guys are into cartoons, but I just got a really cool analogy for at least myself. Superman comes down to Earth, right? And he is a god amongst us. But on his planet Krypton, he was just another soul. So in that concept, I feel like that's really awesome to think about, even the concept of Jesus or whatever created us, right? Yeah. That's cool.
I love the Bashar video when he talked about extraterrestrial movies, and he's like asking about, do you know, guy, you also promoted a new movie, and then they also like Transformers, and then he said, no, I mean the.
It's a hard time to hear you. Anyone else?
I forgot that. I started doing the thing like you did. I connect to some idea, and then I just forget the idea when I'm going to say it. I knew that this is important, but I can't remember what I was going to say.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Sarah, have you sharing this with Sharon, whatever? Have you done this for people who aren't so us-minded?
Done what?
The light language in front of people and that don't know anything about this stuff?
Sometimes I play around.
Yeah.
I was just with my little cousin, with all my family members around, and my little cousin, he's 2 years old, and he's just starting to talk, you know,
Well, if anyone's gonna understand
a
you, it's
number
gonna
of
be them.
words. Exactly.
Oh yeah. Oh, for
And
sure.
then
No,
he's talking child gibberish, and so
I do
I
it to my
start
friends, baby.
speaking and
Yeah,
dabbling.
I do it to my
I
I do
can.
it to my
I've
friends,
been.
baby.
Oh, pardon. I've been running into quite a few just like platinum blonde hair babies, just like aquamarine eyes, just the most beautiful skin, and these are like giant babies. I'm talking like oh how big, how old is that baby? Oh, 1 month old. I'm like, was that thing like 12 pounds at birth? Yeah. Holy crap. You know, like I was a big baby at like 9 pounds is what I was told. You know, and like
Exactly.
chicks that are like
12
putting
pounds,
out
my
like
gosh.
12-pound like towhead aquamarine babies, and I'm just sitting here chuckling. And I was at the bus stop like 2 days ago, and this gentleman was holding his baby, same thing, towhead aquamarine eyes, and a little boy just starts like, I felt this energy. So I started like allowing the energy to flow, and then the little boy looks over at me and he just starts smiling. And he just looks, I just see like a diamond, if you will. And he just smiles and he looks over at me, so I put out, a big sparkly diamond. And then he like turns his head away. And then he like his dad's shoulder and he looks back over at me. And then and we just were like playing this like telepathic game, and it was just so funny. And his dad's like totally oblivious. And I like told his dad, I'm like, your son's gonna be really special there, like I'm like, and his son it was really neat. It was a neat interaction,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll share something with you guys. My buddy got with a girl who already had a kid, and she's about like 3 or 5 right now. But the mom's kind of open to this stuff, but just not really into teaching their kid like most of parents that work their ass off and feel too exhausted to cook a meal or be with their kids. It's that same concept, and I wanted to explore and I wanted to prod her, so I asked her some questions, and I asked her if she ever sees angels. And without skipping a beat, she's like, yeah. Every night I go with different angels. There's playtime angels, there's family angels, there's teacher angels, and when we're playing, when they take us to go play, they tell us to be quiet, not to wake up our parents. Literally, like I was talking to someone talking about his bagel this morning. I told her, because she told me that she was afraid of them, which made me feel really cool. I teared up a little bit. She told me she was afraid of them, and I said something to her which was so simple, but she had never done. She's just a little kid. I told her, you need to tell them that. If they're scaring you, they need to know. And as soon as she did that, she doesn't have any more nightmares, and everything's better. And they said the angels apparently told me thank you. It was just cool. Yeah, I just thought I'd share.
Very good.
I needed to hear that.
These kids are so much more tuned in, And it is a funny concept, too, that we are the most advanced. Well, okay, in our little paradigm, without the reptilians and all the crazy dudes, we're the most advanced in our currently agreed upon majority consensus. But when you look at animals and you start learning pet telepathy, the deep morphogenetic knowledge that is within just even a simple colony of ants, and their ability to create perfect geometrical structures that are not only self-sufficient but cooled, etc. You know what I'm saying? We see all these little things, all these micro, as littler than, but the coolest thing is even that a dead leaf has, you can be happy about the concept that as much attention and care was put into the consciousness of that leaf as it was to the universe that you are.
Yes. Beautiful.
Yeah. Don't overlook the small stuff. That's the thing. Yeah. I might do something to carry that message because like I'm sick of shaking, and I'm getting a feeling if I just get this out, it's gonna stop.
Okay.
I need more water because it's breaking my voice up. I'll be right back. It's a lot of energy too, which seems to like evaporate the water. It's a very interesting concept.
It's super excited, like time you're spending so much.
Well, I literally get like
Soon we are in
massive cotton mouths and what's that?
2015. Soon there will be 2015. And what I understand, so many things will be opened up 2015
Well,
that we were not allowed to connect to.
No, absolutely. I was gonna say like with you guys too, it's probably getting cleaner and purer and more acceptance to, yeah, we're actually speaking alien language.
Yeah, the
Not gonna lie, I've been like super good with my diet, but there's like once every like 3 weeks now, I just get like just
I feel
just like meat cravings where I'm just like, I need a freaking burger, I need some meat, I need some fat, I need to satiate that craving, and I just went and had like the biggest fattest like cheeseburger and like fries, and I just feel like so just like amazing right now finally.
We're definitely what I've learned from one of my favorite friends, Malene Lafont. She's actually apparently a higher aspect of myself. Her, what's that?
I know her.
I swear to you, she is. We've been together in a few past lives, but her and I are both fractals of Merlin and Saint Germain and Lady Portia. But she's Lady Portia. She's like a way gnarly aspect, and she's a stunning human in general. Period. But what she was talking about, what were we just talking about? Sorry, it was what she mentioned about it, though. It's important. Meats. Oh, okay. Well, I swear to you, she works so hard. She's such an amazing human and has to work her ass off to keep her house energetically clear because of the amount of light she's pouring out. She's like the sky dome towards anything that's lost, confused, etc. So to that concept, when we have these things, like Justin, what you're saying, I give in to them at times too. Do what you got to do, but I'm actually understanding that this actually might not be ours. We are conduits. We're getting waves of other people's consciousness. We're getting released through us.
Yes, and that's what I've been feeling. What I feel it in regards to is I feel it in regards to like when I really feel I need something substantial in order to like build my heart's desire, imagination, if you will.
Gluttony.
That's when I start craving the meat the most.
It also brings you down a little bit on vibration if you're going too fast, you know? Your primal side pops out, right? Like I think all this plays a factor for sure.
Yeah, that definitely was happening like for a little bit because I'm just like, all right, I know this is all here and now, and I'm just like, damn it, I know it's here. I put in the 29 and a half years this time around, plus the thousands or millions of years I've been around. I'm ready for this right now, and if you don't give me like physically a reason to stay here, you know, then I'm over it. Like I'm over it, you know, like and that's completely fine. I'm fine with it. So it's like, all right, now it's truly in my higher self's hands to like give me a reason to stay.
Right.
So now it's just waiting for them to do what they need to do to finish the last little, you know, little tapestries to this universe where the only difference is I'm truly infinitely stable in my heart's desire and my wildest dream, which has just been to be able to like have just so much money I could literally like spend it, and the last dollar that I spend I'll be like, I've lived the life I truly lived and I can truly leave happy. I fulfilled my biggest dream, which was to just literally fall into just tons of money miraculously and then just spend it all just having fun with people and building things that'll like set up a future for, you know, people in beneficial manners. And whatever I have to do and embody to get to that dream, then I'll do it, you know.
Romitaita chinam ye. That wasn't coming through. It didn't feel right. Morinja no matiaya chimat mateyo noro kame rikaro oncha yatro ro. Sarah, can you help me a little bit? Anyone? I need more energy. This is hard. Roka rita makiate. Roka ya chamiya. Rika ita kawarashima. Roka me ya trokita. Apparently that was someone. What I'm getting from what that deep voice guy said. Someone feminine is coming in, and you guys should be happy because it's a treat. But I'm a dude, so it'll sound manly.
I just raised my vibration, trying to raise yours.
Ring dun 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 dun. Dude, that's cool. Apparently that's a telephone call. Yarugarima Richo Mikario Mitariga O Krichamye Rirunya Rindakomiya Te Chakania Morito Toko Kima Oh Oh He ha Nyai Ororye Nya Rikaro Moso Oreika no Mao Oi Mm, 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 Ri 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 Hoshiganye Hariko Ta Me
chien mi hoche tora Doroka Miyachi. He said, see, I told you. Sarah, was that you?
Yes.
The singing thing?
Hathor.
That, I was gonna say, that sounded like my tones.
Exactly.
So that's what, that is such a beautiful feeling. It's, you know, it's the funniest thing. It's like literally being the power of a tsunami, but the meekness and subtlety of a seed.
Beautiful.
That sounds like Naga. Hello, Naga.
It's
Naga.
not Naga.
They're
It
just
is
archetypal
Hathor.
concepts. Naga. Is Naga an extraterrestrial race?
I felt Naga as well.
In mine, right? In mine and
Yes.
hers?
And yours, Bear.
I was gonna say,
I felt a brief energy of the Naga Queen.
you're gonna have to give me a little download on what the Nagas are. I apparently don't know
Yes.
them.
Nagas are cobra,
Cobra.
humanoid beings.
Benevolent reptilian, if you will.
Yes.
Oh, but that sounded like their type of thing. You know what's funny is the concept of what Max was talking about the DNA and our Kundalini aspects, right?
Yes,
If
I
you
see
ever
so many serpents. I see so many serpents. I don't only see serpents. I see an Ouroboros, but not in the shape of a circle. I see an Ouroboros in the shape of an infinity sign, one horizontal, another vertical, where the two circle ovals meet. Right in the middle there's a diamond, and in between the serpent, the Ouroboros, infinity sign, there's this beautiful light, the light of the universe, if you will. And I've been feeling that the message today about from the Palladium, from the Norse, from the Polaris star, and how it's a satellite, if you will. And I feel as if I've been, not only myself, but others have been receiving much energy from the Polaris star through our different satellites in our solar system, especially in this time, in these now moments, during the blood moons. The red star?
can you guys give me any more information on the Hathors? I've heard of them. I've seen the sculptures. Don't know anything about them.
There's something about the red star, and something about Canis, major and minor, as well as
Serious, yeah.
minor.
And that's the bear star. Oh, it's the cub star. Well, I know Sarah and I are kind of talking the same language, that's nutters. I can actually, it's like an energetic feel as opposed to a tone.
Yes. It's nice to see
You have your own
another
vocal
getting
resonance.
really well.
Yeah, you have your own vocal resonance, but just like people were singing harmonic, or, they just sing a cappella groups, yeah.
Harmonic resonance.
She just seems like she's a different part of the blanket, though. We're saying the same things except totally different messages and frequencies. It's cool. It's very cool.
And we're all understanding or
Thank you,
coming
sir.
to that it's just from it's from the same source. Since we're just a fractalized expression of it.
We're
There's
pretty
some
far out.
there's some people whose energies individually will resonate with more, and then when we're able to come together, like I'm feeling, we're gonna Bear and Sarah and a lot of us, the Hugo family, will be able to get together and be in a place where we can actually do what we do at the human colonies, except we're manifesting it here and the now.
Well, I really dig the concept too. Like just us, Sarah and I, staying on. I don't even know how long we talked to each other in light language, and it just felt so much cool because I didn't have that concept of I'm going to be judged. This is weird. I just was allowed to kind of give into it. But in those concepts, we didn't have Jim. We didn't have any of the rest of the people. We were literally creating our own symphony just in that little thing. And now we're making more material and things for people to look through and start to understand this very complex subject with what we're doing now. So, like, this is epic. I want to keep this up, and we don't have to. Well, it's the great thing is we all have something amazing to share. That the majority of the visual and meat and potatoes of what we're doing doesn't have to be on the shoulders of Jim and Max. Because, I mean, look at you guys channeling, and I can contribute with my sweet ass songs. But we all just have our own thing, and I actually, going through the light language class I was telling you about before, I knew as soon as I started doing it, I didn't really want to speak it to people and it be my thing and I heal that way. I wanted it to more or less be just another aspect of me that I got to open up to and explore myself with. But being with this is amazing. You can feel this.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome. Yeah. None of the others, you guys don't have. You said you all have light language, don't you? I haven't heard like Jasmina speak at all, or joined Ed. I don't know.
Well, I just speak languages.
What's
I
that?
have two languages. Galactic.
You want to attempt a song?
But
Haha, that could be my thing. I'm gangster. I'm the first.
Jasmine, go ahead with what you have.
Or whatever you got to say. It's always enlightening to us.
I don't feel like it right now, sorry.
Oh, okay.
That's okay. Hmm.
But it's nice listening to you, Bear. That was so lovely before. I could feel the feminine energy.
You know, it was really cool because the concept, I literally got more or less the feminine aspects of you guys, all of you guys, and the reverberation of, and I knew it was from you, because you're literally taking my vibration into your aura. I just felt like that melt, etheric melt type of concept where, shit, you know when you just rest down in your bed and you beat your pillow up and you find that spot? Yeah, exactly.
Sweet spot.
The sweet spot, exactly. But that meld where it was just like, fuck, I'm so thankful for you guys and just being here. Even if you're just sitting here listening to me and giving me feedback, it allows me to stand more in my own self and the fact that, yeah, okay, well, this is a real thing and I can actually help people with this, but I'd rather do it on the scale that I'm doing it with you guys.
It is a real thing because I can feel something when you sing it. It
It comes
feels,
from my heart.
yeah,
I can
yeah.
feel literally the vibration starting from my heart, and it feels like it's solid, but it's open. I'm just pouring out whatever. I feel a lot of pain and sorrow and just getting over it and the human condition and why we did it in the first place. Yeah, and I feel that too because I feel like I'm connecting into all of your pain, all of your happiness, all of your joy.
I felt like sweet pain, sweet sorrow from you.
It also, what I was getting in kind of like a background message, because that's what it is for me, I get kind of like whispers, was they were telling us that we're too hard on ourselves. We're just like the Albert, Einstein expression, but I want to use my own because I like making up analogies, but it's like a rainbow comparing itself, to a tree. It'll never get the concept, but it'll never understand its own beauty, and just like the fact of the cheesy statement, smile as much as you can because you never know who's falling in love with it. Just simple concepts like that
That's beautiful.
are really universal. But I really I feel so excited, like, because last time Caitlin just got on, but last time Caitlin did like a little channeling for me, and I see this as such a gift that when people even do it in fun, etc., I still feel that in my heart, just like I feel excited about creating a community where you can actually build your own home, where the more important aspect is actually building the human connection. The houses are just a part of the puzzle. We're here for a human experience. I know we're all about spiritualism, etc., but we're literally here as a unified consciousness trying to figure out itself more in depthly.
Hi,
Hello,
Caitlin.
Caitlin.
We were just talking about.
Hey, girl.
Like, he just finished a sentence that he was so happy that you had channeled to him, and then you came.
Well, I just felt like an instant, like heartfelt gratitude to you. It was nothing for you. You're just like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. Let me set up as you drink your soda, you weirdo. But regardless, the simple information you gave me is stuff that I'm not having so easy of time doing. So when you do these simple little tiny little things, you may think it's nothing to you, but you've literally helped shift the timeline in my life with the knowledge that you gave me.
Oh, wow, really?
People understand the gifts that we had, like, just to be able to do this. And when I heard whoever say was crying during my my light language song, that shit feels amazing because you're feeling me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was crying. It was that sweet pain, sorrow.
That is actually why I love Tibetan throat singing so much, or at least just some tones, because it's really hard. You got to build yourself up to do it well, like Rob does. But I can even do. I'll do it real quick. Well, not the Tibetan throat singing, but I think he wants more.
The whole sound.
I found the idea that you need to like connect and meditate before is in some sense a limited belief.
What's that?
That you need to like prepare before or something when you channel and stuff.
No, some people don't need to prepare.
They can just do it like.
Yeah, they just do it. Yeah.
I know where my resistance lays, but I know I have way less resistance towards this. So this is baby steps I'm feeling. It's getting me warmed up to accepting myself and my abilities, all of our abilities, but mine
Yeah,
specifically,
definitely.
my unique taste. Okay, I think I have another one, and then yeah.
Ooh.
ro, 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 Paita me troki. Yeah. I actually feel
Allow
like,
it to flow.
yeah, I actually, that's creepy.
It started. You started with the sound, and you started with the energy. Allow yourself to be free without thought. Bring it forth from your heart.
Drochu mayakeateame ro kiate chita. Tiakamata iaka ruka. Sinabayachita una mia iakea. And my dog just walked in. 1 second.
You'll be.
Ro, 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 ro. Ro, 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 ro. Ro, ro. Ro, ro, ro. Igaga in. In ayamekachu nayashi aramaya torokiyasinai rom nagaita Harahin to korochi to tomita tatati Miyakein nochi. Fly free. Unacceptance is your resistance. That's the end of it.
Yes. That message is for you.
It is. I know it. And for anyone else who got it. You guys are awesome. Ugh.
Oof.
I think someone's trying to get through me.
All's welcome.
Hold
Oh,
on.
man. Kinky.
Thank you.
That's so epic. Man, that's like running a triathlon.
Yeah, I'm shaking.
I can't get my hands to sit still.
Sorry,
I
but
We're
when
out
you
of
do
fire.
when you do the tuning, sorry, you speak so close to the mic, so it hurts in my ears because it gets so loud.
Turn your volume down.
Are you talking about me?
Move away from the mic when you do
Are you talking about me?
He's talking about me.
Okay, good. Okay, I was like, I tried to actually keep it away so you can actually have a tone and I'm not overdoing it.
because
Yeah, I
if
have my
you
headphones
are
on.
too close to the microphone when you
Hmm.
do high loud, it gets kind of
It's
bad.
very high. Yes.
Every time you you do your higher pitch squeals, it goes right from the outside of my chin, up and over again, and then straight into the outer parts of my eye sockets and up into my center head and like temple area.
Hmm.
And it feels like like my skin's a string from that area.
I think you have some Hathor in you.
So I've gotten to find out from really awesome channelers like Enrita Melchizedek and Malene LaFont, because she's probably as close to a person that I get connected with, except for lady fractals. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, they were talking about the Elohim. I was at least part of the teachings. I don't think I was that crazy, but I've been a leader and a tribes leader and a spiritual shaman, or the exact opposite, which is a warrior every single time, or a farmer. So it's been warrior, farmer, shaman, mystic, leader, teacher thingy. So
That's where the singing comes from.
well, and for a person that's like me, and the amount of energy I have, which is hard to control if I don't meditate, having that more flowy, because I'm a person who doesn't like to plan, let the rocks fall where they may, it feels more fun. So that's why I really don't like the concept of, okay, can you speak this, this, and this? I won't do that, but I'll gladly share a song because that makes me feel good.
Yes, very good.
Yes, I think that will help the entity come through. It's taking longer for it to.
You felt that, right, Galen?
Yeah, I can feel like it
Especially with
hits
three of
my.
us.
It hits my third eye, and I just feel it. But like it's helping me get into a more meditative state for me to actually channel. And I already know who it is, but I'm gonna keep it a surprise. You'll see. Oh God.
Which one, Caitlin, is triggering? Alpha Bear or myself?
Both of you, but more
This is the most
of
intense one I've ever.
yours, Sarah, because it
Oh,
is
yeah.
really high vibrational and
Okay.
it's really loud and it really like helps my. Oh my God, dogs! They're gonna get me out of a freaking meditative state now.
Okay, I'll get you back there.
Okay. Ah, what the hell?
Who's speaking?
This body's not good either.
Oh. Toad.
No.
Who's speaking?
It's the riser.
Rise.
Hi, Riser. Oh my goodness.
This body's not. I thought so, but no. I don't like being a girl anymore. I don't want it.
A little bit for us.
It's old Riser.
Why did I come through this body?
Riser,
Well,
can I ask you a
wanted
question?
a better body.
Yes, go ahead.
Well, thank you, you butterfly buttermuffins, rainbows, and kitty cats. It's a splendid, beautiful day to you. I've felt very mushy today. How are you? I'll just ask my question. I knew the answer to that. I am curious. Is there something trying to enter me right now?
Yes,
I'm
but
shaking pretty hard.
they're not something
Don't
I would
exact-
prefer, but
I don't exactly want it.
it's you don't want it. Oh, good. You should channel reptilians. That's a very good idea.
Yeah,
Wait,
I'm
what?
connecting to NES 2 right now.
To what?
So,
I have no idea.
are you saying I'm connecting to your energies?
No. Oh my God, no. No.
You don't have to be disgusted about it, alright.
No. You're connecting to your elf aspect.
Oh, don't talk down to that. Elves are awesome.
They're too fancy mamby-pamby for
You
me.
got a problem with everything, bro. The elves are dope.
Too fancy-pantsy.
To each his
Too
own, right?
lovey-dovey.
To each his own. You wouldn't feel so macho if it wasn't for them, right? So they're serving their purpose.
Hey
They're
guys, I have
macho
to go.
too in some senses.
Bye.
Thank you for coming in, Riser. I love you.
You're welcome.
Grumpygins. Thank you.
In recording, so
Yeah, this is all great.
Recording?
Elf. I got elf. Wait.
What
No.
about elves?
The one you shared with me is a fairy. Her name is Kione. It's not an elf. I don't know about the elf.
I didn't share an elf. Are you talking
You-
about Caitlin?
I wasn't. Yeah, I wasn't
Yes.
talking. Oh wait. Oh, sorry. I thought he left.
No,
He
I'm
said
here.
bye.
I
said
said
bye.
goodbye to
Like-
Sarah.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. Yeah, you
it's
are
so
that.
easy to misunderstand things here on this planet.
It's his body. She's gullible. She misunderstands a lot.
Yes, we notice.
Well, this is definitely a learning thing for all of us. This isn't exactly something you can pull open on Google and just figure it out in a day.
Is this your first female body you connect?
Yes, and it's something I don't like. It's not. It's not. It's too small for me. I don't like it.
Aren't you
It's
like 9 feet?
Yes, but it's
None of
too
us are gonna be
mamby-pamby for me. Too
mamby-pamby.
gushy, too lovey-dovey.
No, hey,
Strong, but doesn't show that side much. She's too scared to,
I don't mind
but that's okay.
to talk to you if you don't mind, but you can be as blunt to me as you always have. If you want to check my body, you can let me know what's wrong with it that you don't want to be into, or maybe it's better. Feel free to check out the energy if you want. If you want. I can feel that.
You need more protein in your diet.
Okay.
Are you
I'm really getting off meat,
aiming?
but
Are
I'm
you
going.
aiming to get muscles or no?
It is the concept that I'm switching over to vegetarian, and I'm more or less kind of a stronger kid. So if I don't find a good plant protein supplement, I lose my mass, and I don't want to. My body's naturally kind of bulky, and I like that. So I want to be able to make a switch over. You're right. I need protein. That's interesting. You brought it up, though. Yes, my muscles get much bigger than what they are now, but it's because of my diet switch.
Meat is good. I don't understand
Protein.
why humans can just do that, but
Protein.
whatever. I'm not a human.
And also, you have teeth that rip. We don't. I'm not going to chase down a gazelle and bite him with my face.
Because you're too mamby-pamby to have teeth that rip.
Or that's the way we were engineered, yo.
If you... never mind. What is this lump sitting on me? It's hairy.
It's a cat. It's a cat.
Oh, get off me. Go away, cat.
Yes.
No, don't sit on me again.
These are the greatest.
That's your tail you spoke about today. It's on the cat itself. The cat has a tail.
Yes. Why are you so obsessed with tails? Do you have a fetish?
Dude,
you're too mamby-pamby for tails.
You know, I would be surprised if something wasn't mamby-pamby to you.
Everything.
Except for your own reflection.
I am strong and I am honorable. I'm not mamby-pamby.
You're a lot to look up to, friend.
Time up in here for lovey-dovey mushy stuff. We're too busy
It's because my toy
beating people up.
Yeah.
My toy has tail on it.
What about your tail?
My toy has tail on it.
Why?
And it would be very interesting hearing Caitlin when she sees this channeling.
She's gonna love it. She's gonna love it.
Why?
Her mamby-pamby body.
Opening her eye up, and apparently she can't do that when she's not channeling. Very interesting.
You checked into my body and said about protein. Is my body less gross to you to use if you want to channel in the future?
You need to eat. You just eat more meat, please. Just do it.
I'll get more muscle mass if that's what you want. I'll get stronger, but I'm not gonna.
Bigger.
Yeah,
bigger.
I'm not gonna start eating meat. I'm not exactly small either, which is interesting to you.
Bigger.
You're 7. You're 9 feet tall. Stop being so.
How tall are you?
Obviously, it'll never be up to your standards, so I'm not giving you height.
Do it. You're being too mamby-pamby.
I care about you. I'm 5'8". Oh, that's like a midget. You know, our babies
Yeah,
are
you are a
7
midget.
times taller than that. Well, is it better than the bodies you've used so far? Just, is it less disgusting to you? You can check it out, please.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
That's awesome. That's truly amazing.
I
You
understand.
do eat right, but you just eat more meat.
I eat like a rabbit, right? I'm just eating like a
Yes.
rabbit. Oh man, Mandy's can be rabbits eating vegetables and lettuce and grass. Just unhonorable and unmanly. I need to
As
go
long
out
as
and
you feel
eat a
healthy,
steak
I
raw.
guess that's okay, though.
I don't mind you making fun of the body, but you saying it needs to get bigger means you weren't that unimpressed.
It's just a body I prefer. That's all.
Were you saying it's more favorable? Say it. I want to hear the words.
It's more favorable.
Oh, I need it. Thank you.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Well, Riser, you are my favorite. Thank you. I care about you. Ooh, I'm sending you love.
Okay.
The love is
Okay.
gross. Thank you very much, though. Seriously, I don't care what you think. From my
You're
heart, you're awesome.
welcome, you mamby-pamby.
I'll accept it.
You
I'm glad you're talking to us in general.
And you're awesome, and we are Mandy.
We're all mamby-pamby, dude. Don't worry
You're
about
all
it.
mamby-pambies.
We're all just a bunch of daisies to the Bigfoot.
Did you say that thing when you was here on Earth? The old humans you meet, Mandy.
Ones that were like idiots that got drunk.
Wait.
The ones I viewed in that body, and I
Oh.
drank, and it didn't work out. I didn't get drunk, but it was fun watching the drunk people. Yes,
Well,
making
because I'm
idiots
sure
of themselves.
you already look at us as not so bright. Seeing us in that light must have been just more awesome for you. All those mamby-pambies slurring their words and talking like babies.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
You had a field day with it, I know it.
And the thing
Oh,
that cool.
yeah.
We really are a great TV show to you guys. That's awesome.
Yes, many people. Sorry, not. Blah. Blah.
Ew,
How
not
do I say
people.
people. Many ETs don't understand you. That's what makes you so funny to them.
Right.
Probably the weirdest things that you say that you think is not funny is funny to us. So, yeah, that's what I would say.
I did have a pretty important question to me. What makes you, with your guys' breed being so superior and really just not being into this whole community, lovey-dovey, share wisdom type of concept, what made you do what you've done? Because you have done an action to talk to humankind. What sparked your curiosity in us? Why do you care? And thank you for caring.
We may say be pambies, but what interests us about you? I didn't say that word right. Who cares?
Our human, not me specifically.
But
human.
What interests us is your courage and your strength and your honor. Much of that has faded throughout the years, of course, but there is those of you that do spark that.
There's a microphone backfeed, sorry.
What is that noise?
I'm strange.
A microphone backfeed. I think it's there. Yeah, fixed, and it's back.
It's my microphone.
Mute. Thank you.
You're so dumb.
Now.
Anyways.
I have to start all over again. Oh, gosh.
Well, thank you.
Okay. I hear it again. Hey, you with the flippy phone. There you go.
I think two microphones are interacting with each other, so.
Okay.
I wasn't talking to you. I'm just trying to see if we can clarify this, so you don't have to repeat yourself. Because I know that upset. Before you leave, hopefully you could answer that, please. Because I know you're gonna get sick and tired of this really soon and want to leave.
What sparks the curiosity
Thank you.
is your courage, your strength, your honor, also your fights. Your violent behaviors are very interesting to us as well. Because that is, in a sense, where you kind of get that it's something you have, in a sense, inherited, though. But we are interested in that because those are the emotions that trigger us, because we are the ones who do act in that way, in a sense. Do you understand?
Yeah, and actually, it's kind of the most important aspect I really want to make when it comes to your reptilian consciousness, is the fact that we literally have, you see it from a hierarchical standpoint of view in statistic parts, like, okay, you have telepathy, you have this, you have weapons, you have superior bodies, etc. But you're getting upset, mirrors are getting upset, your loss mirrors our loss, maybe not on the same frequency, but I can see a lot of similarities in every one of us, and I think that's also a back-end curiosity because we're a part of you.
Yes.
Well, I appreciate you sharing that aspect because it's nice to have a full circle of opinions, even with someone like you. You represent a certain faction of our own consciousness that feels this way.
You're welcome. I think I'm going to leave.
Thank you once again.
Someone else wants to come through.
Thank you.
Goodbye. I'll see you next time I decide to come, which is probably whenever I decide to come.
I am
Goodbye.
All right, I'm open to you. Just give me a warning.
Whatever.
Or not, that's fine. I care about you.
You mamby-pambies.
Yep, still like you.
That was awesome. Do you still hear that sound from me?
Yeah, it's like a feedback or something. Maybe when you get close to the screen or you're getting near something that's doing a feedback loop.
Yeah, when I'm charging my headphones while I speak, then the feedback goes. No, you don't hear anything right now, right?
Hi!
Who are you? Is it Lakesh?
No. A lot of you guys say that about me. I don't know why. It's weird.
Who is this?
It's Toad. Who else is it?
I haven't heard you before.
No one else is happy in this body anyway. I'm the only one.
Hello, Toad.
Oh well. Hey.
It's nice to hear from you again.
It's nice
It's
to hear
first
from you
time
too.
for me hearing about you, so I don't. Where are you
Oh,
from?
really?
This actually, I got to hear this amazing entity for the first time last weekend. Like I was bragging about Caitlin channeling for us. This was one of the people that came through.
Yeah, the connection wasn't that strong that day. I'm
No,
not sure why, but you know, things happen. But, so, how are you today?
I'm feeling some energies now, so That's exciting.
Ah. Oh, and Jasmina, did you get any signs at all, particularly the leaves that I mentioned, or anything that triggered that?
I haven't really noticed it yet.
Ah, I see. Don't worry, it's right under your nose anyway. I came to tell you all, specifically Caitlin, because she's worried, but not all of us are considering leaving Earth. We are worried, yes. We are. Some of us are being affected by this shift in Earth and the chemicals being released in the skies, in the air, and the atmosphere in general. But not all of us have left. We do remain in the forests that are very prosperous and very clean, but that is beginning to change slightly slowly. So, we do not want you to think that we are dying off. And if we are, it is meant to be. But we're not all leaving. Some of us are considering that, of course, but not all of us. Some of us have adapted to these electromagnetic fields and the economy's issues, yes, but this is what is taking place at the moment. I just want you to know.
I feel that we're going to connect more with you guys, and we're going to work together.
Yes, and that is what we desire. That is definitely what we desire for humankind, because we want you to know that we exist. Not all of you know this, but at least a fair amount do. And a fair amount are making a change and are helping us.
I had an amazing time out traveling between different islands this summer.
Where did you go? Which islands?
Outside Stockholm in Sweden. There's thousands of small islands that are so natural.
Beautiful, yes.
Do
you realize how places that are untouched are one of the most beautiful places on Earth?
Yes.
I do not say that to bash any people who have taken down the trees. We do not appreciate that, but people that don't touch things, you're not spoiling the milk, pretty much.
I had a tree that I've been connecting to, hugging every year for my lifetime, playing with that tree.
Oh, that's good. Did you talk to it telepathically yet?
I've been around it, talking to it ever since I was a boy. My mother had been playing with that tree before when she was a kid.
Aww.
So the tree has been around many children's lifetime.
The tree loves you all in your family. It is part of your family.
I've been told that I was talking with some nature spirits or something in the forest when I was a kid.
Yes.
And I forgot about them, and I was channeling my Yael counterpart to them.
Very cool.
So they were excited about me.
That's very cool.
Be able to connect to them and
yes,
also
you spoke. You would speak to that tree. Am I right? You said you were around it, but you would speak to that tree, and what lies in that tree is a dryad, which what I could say is, I guess, a wood nymph in a sense, but this dryad is connected to the tree. They cannot go extremely that far from the tree because it is as if the tree and the dryad are connected, and if they separate, the tree could wither away and get sick. It is as if it is a part of that dryad. So, to bring it all down to one conclusion, spoke to this being. Yes, keep connecting with that tree,
I think
but
this.
try to speak with it telepathically. Do you know what I mean? Try to get an answer from it. Try to listen and see if you do get a reply back.
Yeah, I kind of become disconnected because my parent doesn't own that land anymore. So I don't know when I can go visit that tree again.
So, is it possible you could ask the owners if you could speak to that tree, or... Oh, that's not how it works in your human life, see. But what I mean is, dogs are barking. What was I saying? Give me a break. I'm 1,000 years old. Just hold on. I gotta think this over. No, just try to ask the landowners if you could have not a reunion, I don't know, but to have a nostalgic experience of some sort with that tree, to visit it again. Ask them.
Say that tree, your grandpa dedicated it to you.
Yeah, yes.
I want to be with that tree because it reminds me of my grandpa. Done.
Very good, yes. Or you don't even have to worry about that. You don't have to go up to the tree to talk to it. You can talk to any tree, even in your bedroom. You just sit there and say, "Hey, tree that I talked to when I was a kid." And you just say that, and it's like, "Hey, I'm a tree person," and then you talk. That's how it works. At least for this person that I'm channeling through. It's that easy for her. She could talk to the friggin' wall if she wanted to. Yeah, but she doesn't.
I was climbing and all that stuff with that tree when I was a kid, so that was amazing.
Yes. That's very good. Ooh, children. I hear a child.
Hey, Toad.
Yes.
Do you have any suggestions for my current okay, let me backtrack here. To essentially, do you have any tips on making the energy better in my place? Any recommendation of plants? And also, do any of the fairies, nymphs, whatever it is that follow me around, have anything that they want? Thank you. That soda again.
No, I'm not even drinking soda. It's just a natural thing when I'm in her body.
You just like to burp?
She never really burps, but when I'm in her body, she does. Awesome. Well, where to start? Well, lavender is a natural energy.
Yes.
Clearer? No, not clearer. Blah, not clear. I mean, natural energy.
Purifier.
Yes. Thank you, sir. A natural energy purifier. Fire. Purifier. And it clears out negative energy in general. I would definitely recommend that for number.
Sure.
Number one.
Yep.
Well, if you want to be like a leprechaun, you could always find some clovers or something, put them under your shoe or in your shoe, I guess.
I guess a better question. My better question to them would be: is do they have any information for me to make their connection with me better or their lives better here? Because what you're telling me, or what told me last time too, is about Kione, uh,
Mm-hmm.
the cool little gold fairy that's my protector.
It's a purple fairy.
Oh, well, my bad.
Eh.
So you.
Well, she does. Her aura is, I guess, purple and gold. So I guess you are right, in a sense.
I don't know if it was you who told me. Maybe it was the queen, but they were just talking about her gold wings, and she's my protector, and she's around me when I'm reading for long hours.
Yes.
Um. So actually, the one quick question I had, and I'm gonna let anyone else talk, was the old riser. My body started shaking pretty heavily, and the old riser.
I lost him. I'll try to channel him again. Okay, hold on. My mom just came in.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
It's hard to have a life.
Yeah, Kate, in your channeling of Riser was amazing.
You're gonna love it.
Riser, yeah. I can't believe it came through. I just kept hearing a sighing, and I'm like, okay.
You can listen to the recorder later.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna like it.
Where's Sarah? I need her freaking humming. Oh well.
I can help if you want.
Sure, yeah. Okay, I'm back. Hello. How are you? What was the question again? Oh yeah. Okay, so. Lordy, lordy, lord.
Oh, cool.
Okay. So.
Good job, Gabriel.
So what is going on here? What was the question again that you had? I'm so sorry. I'm scatterbrained.
After all of us doing light language.
Oh, what can help your connection? Well.
That was one.
Okay. Well, did you still want the answer for the plant question? Because I do have a few plants in mind.
Yes. Sorry.
Okay. Like I said,
lavender.
Clovers do help.
Okay.
You don't have to put a whole bunch. Oh, actually, let me give you some advice. Okay. A trick that some of the Fae use for luck and overall a happy energy.
That's cool. Yeah.
We do suggest that you put some clovers in a jar of water, maybe a handful. I guess that would be a good strategy. You need to shake the water up.
You don't have to
leave it in this. Yes, leave it in the sun for maybe, I don't like your time zones, but 5 hours. 5 hours would be, I think, would be a good amount of hours for it to soak up in the sun.
Nice.
That is a very good strategy, but that is too complicated for some of you. Some of you are just too, you want easy strategies, I guess, so, Okay, well, the easiest thing would be lavender. Other plants that I would suggest. Lilies are a good one also.
Okay.
Good for love energy. They're very loving plants. Also, tulips. Yes, tulips.
Tulips.
Yes. Pretty much any plant is good for energy. Right. You may have the plants that are all grumpy, wumpy, and they're like, I don't want to be here. But, I think the good ones would be the very colorful, the very vibrant, because they're one of the happiest ones, I guess I could say. You don't want to, well, you can't always judge the book by its cover, but at least the ones I've met that are very vibrant in color, they're very, very kind to me, at least. And the grumpy ones just say, oh, go away, you're a toad. And I'm like, okay, I'm a toad. Not exactly a toad, but, an elf that leads the toads. So, your other question about how to attract or what how to help the entities, the elementals that are around you? Is that what you're talking about?
Well, actually, I just kind of wanted to make the energy better, but a more important question, so other people can talk to you, if you don't mind, was just the concept.
Okay.
Someone was trying to come through with me right after like doing a half an hour of light language with Sarah and whoever was there at the time, and I know that to be.
Could you say the language?
There wasn't a language essentially coming through me at that time. It just felt like a shaking.
A shaking what?
My body started shaking and started heating up really fast. So it felt
that is what happens when you do. Wait, you weren't speaking. You did. So wait. Let me just rephrase that. Heard a language and you were shaking. Is that what you are trying to imply?
No. After doing a half an hour with Sarah and I think one other person of light language, I started to get into a little bit of like an empty body state, and my body felt as if someone wanted to come in. The old riser said it was an elf. I never got the name or anything about it. I've never had that happen before, so I don't know.
At this time, your aspect... Oh gosh, why are all the elves like this? It is specifically an Aaron elf, and...
I don't know about any of this.
Aaron elves, okay. Do you know what Era is? Do you know...
Yes. The planet. Yes.
Okay. I'm not going to call her conduit. That's just annoying. Caitlin.
Yes.
She has an aspect of herself. Two aspects, if I may say, that are elven and are from Era.
Right.
So, you have an elf aspect that is trying to get in contact with you. Okay. Is interested in contact and is open to the contact, but for some reason elves are so freaking stubborn and they don't want you to ask questions. They just want you to find out for yourself. So at this time, he doesn't want me to exactly reveal your name. I mean, sorry, your elf aspect's name.
Right.
He wants you to find out yourself because for some reason the elves are a little tricky over there. They like you to ask yourself the question because they know that deep down humans do have the answer and they have found this in their research. And they're stubborn little, sorry, they're not little, but they're stubborn, very stubborn. So, but I will tell you he is Blood Elf.
Blood Elf, okay.
And, yes, Blood Elf. Do you know what Blood Elves look like? Not exactly all Blood Elves have scarlet red hair, but they come in many different sizes. In a sense, there are ones that can be 10 feet, ones that can be 8 feet, 7 feet.
Well, to last like too terribly longer because I really want other people to speak to you because you're amazing.
Thank you.
The concept. Can you give me at least anything as far as the concept of how close I am to talking to them?
Well, if you have been feeling this, I would say you are very close to this. But you have to, I think, do you have any doubts of any sort?
Well, it's mainly about this stuff.
Yes. Are you like kind of analytical and you're kind of, you're like, I don't know if this is happening, or I don't know if this is the right thing that's happening to me, or are you kind of in that state?
Extremely artistic kid, raised in a left-brain environment. So.
I see.
Yeah.
Yes, that is one of the blocks that can be in the way at the time, and you are close though. It is a really strong connection, and I will tell you that. Yes, you're welcome. You said other people wanted to talk.
Thank you very much. I gotta get off here.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
does Blood Elf do?
Blood elves. How do I explain this? I don't really have much knowledge on all the elves in Era, but I would say blood elves, they get their name because they have red hair, and not all of them do, and they are also associated with blood in general, because they used to do rituals where they used to drink the blood only, but that's kind of but they don't do that anymore, so that's okay. But the blood elf, I would say they're very into combat, and is that the English word for fighting? I think so.
Yes.
Okay. Well, very into combat, very athletic, very into bows and that sort of thing, I guess I could say. I don't really know much about them. I just know they have red hair and they like to beat people up.
Yeah.
They're very stubborn too.
Is there a lot of beings here on Earth that are like beings that we can't see as humans, like you and
Is there a lot of what?
beings that here on Earth that lives on Earth that we can't see and connect, like fairies and elves?
Oh, yes, there's many beings that you cannot see that are on Earth. There's the ones that have passed on, they're still stuck here. There's creatures like the Bigfoot or the Sasquatch. They kind of go in between dimensions as well. That's why sometimes you rarely see them.
I've been told that I have a lot of beings around me, so I'm interested in finding out who they are.
Oh.
I haven't made connection.
I think... what? You have... Okay, let me just clarify this. All of you have many beings around you. So if you feel alone, just say, hey, people that are watching me and are helping me, I want to talk to you, and then, yeah, that's what you do. But you don't have Arcturians around you. You have... I don't know how to describe what that is. Oh, it's some type of alien species. I do not know. But you are associated with a dryad, like I told you, with the tree energy and
Dryad.
I'm not seeing much at the moment because I think they do not want me to see them, or at least tell you who they are, but that is what I am seeing at the moment, or it could be what is around you at the moment or the time being. So I will say that, yes.
Yeah. Did
that
you say
is who is
dryad?
around you. Dryad, meaning in Earth terms you would call a wood nymph, I think.
Okay.
Yes. Though, like I told you earlier, they are attached to the tree.
I've been told that I was speaking to beings that were attached to the trees.
Yes, that is exactly, well, maybe not exactly, but that is what I'm seeing right now, so that's what I will clarify for you. That is a dryad, yeah, or whatever you call it, a wood person, a woody wood. I like to call them funny names, but that's because I'm immature.
It's fine. Thanks. Max had some question for you, so.
Oh, thank you.
Hello.
Hello. I have in my room, I have a Reiki room, special Reiki room. Actually, I live here, but here is a Reiki bed when I do Reiki. And I have a measurement tool so I can measure some being to live here. It's kind of a cloud of energy which feels good, and it travels around the room. When there is too much noise, it goes in the corner. So I have a way to measure it. Do you know what being it is?
Oh, that sounds like a wisp. Is it glowy? Is it glowy
I
of any
don't have a
type?
way to see it except measure it with a tool. I have an electronic tool which measures it.
If it is cloudy, as you say, it could be a wisp. But wisps, they enjoy the darkness and they enjoy what could I say? The darkest parts of the forest. Some of their existence is extinct, but is some of their species on different planets, and some of them do exist here and in between the dimensions as well. It is, yes, it is cloudy, but it's not glowing. It's like, it looks like a pale gray to me. I don't know what that is. It looks, it could be an illusion. It could be cloaking itself because it might not want to show you its true form. Do you know what I mean? There is shapeshifters that do exist here, and maybe it was like, hey, I want to be a cloud. So it could just be that, or it could be, hold on one moment. I know what it is. Do you have you been losing things?
Oh yeah, not particularly often, but yes, of course.
This thing likes to take energy, and it likes to take things that are shiny, and yes, that is a normal thing for the Fae and the elementals, but it likes to take money, or at least energetically, in a sense. It likes to take things that are shiny and are worth value, maybe a watch, maybe things of the sort.
All right, let's change
Something
the topic.
yes.
I'm fine with it. I'm happy for it to be here. It kind of helps my Reiki healing sessions, and it's a nice friend. Nice to have someone around.
Yes.
You know, it's a reminder that there is something invisible. I like that reminder. Okay, my next question would be my allergy to trees. I'm allergic to pollen, mostly, I would say, apple and apple-like trees. Do you know where from did it come, and how do I heal it?
When did this allergy happen?
I think it goes through generations. My grandfather was very allergic to those, so I think it could be inherited, but yeah, I guess the whole life, yeah.
In certain evolutions of humankind, we have noticed there is different humans that experience different, how could I say this in Earth terms? Things that limit them. You have this allergy because it has existed in your family for a very long time. Sometimes allergies, you may not understand this, sometimes allergies can happen because of traumatic things that happen to your ancestors. Does that make sense? That's probably very odd. I don't think anybody has said that through a channel, but I'm saying it now because we have noticed this throughout humankind's evolution and in the ancestors of your families, and it is very interesting to us seeing that. So something traumatic possibly happened to a being in your family tree, an ancestor possibly. I'm getting male. Something to do with apple trees, maybe an apple fell on his head. That's not traumatic, but something to do with apples in particular that made him.
The only thing I know about apples is that an apple fell on Isaac Newton's head, and he discovered the law of gravitation, of gravity.
I see.
But he's not. I don't think he's my relative. Not directly.
Well, it could be.
Let me give you another clue.
Anything, yes.
Yeah, let me give you another clue. When I was young, I did a lot of how do you call it? I knew the word. When you cut the woods down and carry them around and carry them along the trees, carry the trees, logs along the rivers. I was doing that work as well. How do you call it? I forgot. Yeah, and
Apple
so
picking or
no. Take an axe and cut tree down.
oh.
Or so how do you call it? Lumber
I
work and
see.
woodwork. But I didn't cut the live trees. Maybe by mistake one or two, but mostly these were dead trees.
Wait, did they have apples?
No,
Were they apple
not
trees?
apples. No, I'm mostly into this fir and Christmas tree. Yeah, that sort of thing. Yeah, mostly those. Mostly for wood and for construction, but I did a lot of that. And if you're coming with communication with the trees, can you pass my apologies? I really like them. And part of the reason I did that because I loved to be communicating with them, and that was, for me, there was a way to communicate in that time. I like to work with a tree.
Yes,
with
they
a
forgive
wood.
you. Yes,
Thank
but you. There is. I think I understand why you could possibly have the allergy. This may be frustrating. Possibly either you or someone in your family has been, what do you call it, cursed? Not
all right.
Have you heard of the stories of the elementals that are they can make people blind, or they can give certain people allergies, so they cannot touch certain things or be near sacred property of the nature spirits? That is something that some of them have done back in their day.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that could have been why.
Yes.
That could have been the branching of that allergy. Something either someone in your family has done that has angered maybe an apple tree spirit, or maybe a nature spirit that was aiding to that tree, or something that made one angry. And usually not all of us are angry, but there is those that are crabby, not crappy, I mean crabby, and they do not appreciate what humans do, but that could be a possibility. There is many out there, so
Thank you. I found the word. I googled it. I did timber rafting. That's what I did. That was fun.
In the part of the tree, I am friend with. I'm allergic against that tree for the past 3 years.
Interesting.
In addition to that, I wanted to mention burning incense. I love burning incense. I have burning them all the time, and during meditations, I have something now burning. And I burn, frankincense, myrrh, lots of herbs, sage, including kaifi. Kaifi is my favorite. Kaifi is an Egyptian blend. Very interesting. It's kind of very sweet raisins and honey and frankincense blend. So would you give me advice on incense-wise, how to balance myself?
How to balance yourself is, first of all, what do they look like? Are they those stick things that burn?
No, these are natural burnt on. I have electric burner. If you can open your eyes, that's a burner. That's a burner. So it's it doesn't have chemicals. It's very natural, and I have natural mixes of incense like that, and I just put them on the top, and it burns.
I see. Yes. Have you noticed how certain herbs and certain fruits and different things of the sort, they do balance and calm yourself?
Mm-hmm.
That is how it naturally kind of does, in a sense. When you smell that, it could be nostalgic, or it could be something that jogs your memory, or helps you remember something, or reminds you of someone. The smell, that is one of the, not the properties, one of the things that this does. So a sense, it already is balancing you out, but I suggest what would help is meditating with both legs crossed, smelling it, and do you know how some channelers, they kind of go back and forth? It's like they're rocking back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
If you do that, and if you breathe in and out, that will bring the smell in more, and it will in a sense balance you out more, because you were smelling it more often, but you already are in a sense. But I think that would help the energy flow more frequently.
All right, thank you very much. My other reality grabs me now. I need to step away. I give you a blessing, and you mentioned frogs, right? Frogs and toads, right?
Yes, I am Toad, the elf, and I lead the toads.
David Wilcock disclosed an interesting legend about them, that they travel time and travel space just naturally. It's a natural quality of them. I guess I bless you, that quality of yours, and I wish you happy travels.
Yes, you too. Have a very good day.
Good day.
It was nice to meet you.
What do you feel about the ants? I'm very interested about the ants.
What do I think about the ants?
Yes.
They help. Oh my gosh, the ants. If it wasn't for the ants, well, we would be in big trouble. The ants and the insects, they help us so much with so many things. They help us organize our oats. They that we need. It is as if they do errands for us, and in return we do errands for them. But we are the ones who are supposed to serve them first, because if we don't, those stubborn little bugs will bite our butts. So something we should. We are obliged to help the nature animals, the species that are residing in nature, and so it is natural and it is fine for us to do so.
I wish to connect to spirit beings that connect with the ants and help with the ants.
Yes, and maybe that will happen. That may happen. But for now, yes, I'm sorry.
No worries. I know you're on your way out. I really wanted to get clarity on what Gabriel was talking about before, about my wolf connection, before you go. I appreciate it, if
Your
possible.
wolf connection.
Yeah.
An aspect of you that is wolf. Is that what you were saying?
I was seeing him. He was talking in his language that he was excited and playing around with the wolf and running around.
As if the wolf is his companion?
Yes.
Yes, he does have a companion that is a wolf. Did you see what it exactly looks like?
Yeah, I have an image of like forest running around.
Yes, he was playing with the wolf in the forest. That is what I'm seeing as well. Yes, the wolf is an animal that kind of represents, oh God, I can't even say that because I don't want to represent the toads. I'm just there and help them. But it is an animal that sticks with you, and some people might say, oh, you remind me of a wolf, because do you understand that how some people see things in you that you don't see, and you're like, whoa, actually that's right, and I see that too. And
sure.
Some animals, even in your genetics, they kind of signify you in a sense. So the wolf is part of him, and it is a companion of his. And maybe that would be a very good thing to start on, with exploring that and
with
getting
animal
answers for that.
Right?
Yeah, of course, because I heard you are into that, yes.
Pretty much my
very open.
happiest thing, yes, happiest thing.
Yes.
Would be to
it is
talk
very
to
lovely. But this girl's cat is very grumpy all the time. Ugh.
Thank you.
He
Thank
needs
you very
to
much
get some
for coming.
exercise though. Yes, you're welcome. Yes, I must go now. Her phone is dying, so
Thank you.
yes, you're welcome. Woo! I feel like I'm Chinese.
Yeah, you are from Kiki.
Again, thank you.
You're welcome. He got so confused sometimes because of the English. He was like, "What? This is not how I say this."
Is it a guy or girl?
He's like a boy to me at least, but he's like thousands of years old. But he's a boy. He's a guy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's nuts. Ugh. I haven't talked to him for a couple days, so it's kind of awesome.
I got to talk to him last time.
Yeah.
It's
wow.
first time hearing your channel, Caitlin, so...
Oh,
It is?
What's that?
Yes.
Oh. Yeah, thanks, Gabriel. And what were you saying? Sorry, Alpha? Or Bear? Yeah, Bear.
Fuck. She was, no, it wasn't she, it was Toad, because Toad was there the whole time.
Yeah.
And it was Riser before, but apparently an elf wants to speak to me, but I have to find him. And then, shit, what else should she speak of? Oh, it was amazing. I can't remember now. Oh, the fact that apparently the elf that wanted to talk through me is a blood elf from Era.
Yeah, I already knew that. I sensed that from you, too. I was like, he reminds me of like a blood elf, kind of. And at the same time, I'm like, holy crap, there's a lot of people in here that kind of, like, I get that energy from, so.
Well, she
Yeah,
didn't know anything about them, did you? Sorry to interrupt you.
It's okay. Yeah, he doesn't know much about them because he doesn't, I don't know, he kind of finds Era too much for him. Like, they're more strict over there, but when he's here, he's just like, oh yeah, I can do what I want, but
I was curious
different
if
over there.
you knew more about Era and the blood elf.
If I knew?
And the blood elves, yeah. She didn't seem to know, or he didn't know much about him. But I was curious if you did, because I heard you and Sean talking about it.
Yeah, I know some. Like I haven't really looked much into them because I know more about like the high elves and stuff, and
well, the queen.
That's what my origins are.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the blood elves, I just know like they're kind of.
I was told a warrior elf. Yeah.
Yeah, they are more into combat. Yes, he is right, and also like they're beginning to like. I'm saying like a lot. I sound like a friggin' surfer. Like, let's go surfing. But God, I can't even think right now. Yeah, they're just more into combat, and they like playing. Well, all elves like playing, but they like kind of fighting against each other, like just for fun and stuff. But they do have like their kind of their own little. How do I say this? All of the elves, they kind of just do their own little thing, like all species. But I'm trying to like I'm kind of considering trying to get all that together though, because it's something you decide, of course, but like if they're willing to, I want them to live all together. That's just awesome. It's like a happy ending. But yeah, I don't really know much about them, so like I'm kind of on the same side as Toad because like I don't know, I just haven't really looked into them that much. I just know what some of them look like. Some of them have scarlet red hair. Some of them at Incarnate here have literally like red hair, like not scarlet red, but like ginger hair. Yeah, guess I could say that. And they kind of look like.
Are they vampires?
Yeah, they resemble that. That's what we would call them here, I guess, because they like blood, but they drink animal blood.
You said you get vibes from us about blood elves. You said that before?
I said what?
Something about us that you get vibes that.
Yeah.
Probably Sean and I.
Yeah,
Sean
it
and
is.
I.
I get that from Sean and you, yeah. And also, I don't know. There's some people that I've told are blood elf, but I forget. I really forget who it was. But,
I
like,
think
that's what I get. Yeah, because remember Nick said you were a vampire, you were an incarnated vampire one time, and I was like, oh my god, what? Oh wait, no, you in your past one of your lives you were a vampire or something, and I was just laughing because you're like, oh my god, I'm a vampire.
Yeah, there's definitely someone has been living on my bed my lifetime because I always looking under my bed for someone and I never find it.
Yeah.
I always have creepy ass dreams of little gray people touching my feet.
What?
Yeah, you don't understand. It's creepy.
Gray people, it could be like,
Like when you're
I
laying
don't even
flat
know.
and all you can see is the tip of the toes out of your periffs. You know what I'm saying? You don't really have a full view. You gotta wake all the way up, but you don't really want to go all the way up because then you'd be like, what if something's there? I don't want to see.
Were they bald?
No, it's a constant program that plays in my brain when I'm going to sleep. I don't know if it's something like messing with me or whatever, or I've been abducted a shit ton.
Yeah. I don't know either. That's sometimes what I feel when, like, I have a really creepy dream of them. Like,
Or
I'm
wake
just
up
like, oh my
exhausted.
god. I wake up like just no, like I wake up fully awake and I'm just like, oh my god, and I feel like oh my god, oh my god, oh my mom just scared me. I was just thinking of the whole situation. I got scared. Go away.
Good thing you weren't channeling.
I know. Okay. Wait, where are you going? I want to come too. Oh, hold on a sec. BRB.
Gabriel, that's so cool, man.
Yeah, it's cool. Like Caitlin was not there when I talked about the wolf with you.
No, I was really pumped that well, I think it's because the energy was fading or something like that, but I'll try and tap into that wolf concept.
I think it might have been a dream of yours or something.
That's really cool, man. It's really cool that you could see that stuff. The message I kind of got is the wolf, like me, is misunderstood. You know, they're like a very feared animal, but I don't know. They can easily be the most lovable creatures and the most what would you call that?
Like
Honorable, loyal creatures that could exist.
the idea is that you have a lot of fun together. Like you're going to be part of them. Like
Yeah, man.
will
That's
not
definitely
be
a dream of mine.
You will be part of them. You will
I hope to talk to them and share it with people. Absolutely, man. Also, well, yeah, I'm gonna do this sometime, but I was talking to Sarah about this a while ago. You don't have an animal, do you?
Not at home. I've been interested in getting a cat.
Well, what I was gonna do is because I want to start building on these things for myself to turn these, you know, abilities back on, or whatever it is. What I was gonna do is put up a post on Hucolo and say, we'll schedule a time for everyone who has an animal in this website, and we'll set up a time for free where give me like 30 minutes and we'll go through a questionnaire and see if I can't tap into your animal or something like that, or just have them send me in pictures and give me insight on what I got, if I was close, if I wasn't, but to start working on this for myself so I can start doing this.
Very interesting getting the translation now.
What I was actually told is it's so for aliens to talk to us is like us to talk to them. We have to slow down the vibration a little bit more.
Yeah.
And then for them, we have to speed it up, which is like turtle slow to them. But you get it. But I'm very excited for this concept because, like that image you've just painted, yeah, man, how sweet would it be to run with wild wolves and actually have a conversation with them and a dialogue and you get a consciousness, you get a personality, man. It changes the whole world of the animal species.
You're already doing it, man. Don't worry. No worries. Oh, God.
Oh well. Well, you mentioned the fact that you thought I was telepathic last time. I don't know what that came from, but
You just are.
good talk.
What?
Tie goes in, tie goes out. You can't explain that.
But I think it's something very like big because I got so much stuff about that.
When I was doing my singing.
No, and you spoke about that, and then I was still getting that idea for a long time.
You know, it's really cool too, seeing on some of these interviews just how close some of these people's questions are, and it almost seems like coinciding spirits or just kind of interject. Yeah, this is cool.
Yeah. Hold on, I gotta put my headphones in. God, we're still recording? Dang, František.
František, what?
Hold up.
You need to listen to the recording. Do you remember what you were saying, or?
Yeah, how does that work for you?
No.
I
Well,
had a
some of
conscious
it I do.
channeling. I had a conscious channeling through my higher self.
Wow.
Yeah,
Few
I
days
didn't
ago.
really. It's like I black out kind of.
Does your body go numb?
No, they just kind of do their own thing in my body. Like, Riser kind of like didn't like my body anymore, so he just kind of stopped moving it. It was as if he was like dead, and I was like,
You didn't want to feel it.
you.
You didn't want to feel the pressure
Yeah,
of your sleep.
he was just like, because every time, like, my body is so stressed, I guess, like, it always
Breaking up.
is sore, and it You hear me?
Jeez. You sounded like a robot on a few of those. You sounded like you. Anyways, it's better now.
Hello, okay. No, he just like kind of gave up with me, and he was just like I was like, really, you I don't know, but like my body cracks all, and it's just really sore all the time, so I guess it makes sense. But yeah.
Well,
and,
how tall are you?
Yeah. I am 5'5". So,
I'm only 5'8", and seeing as how Homeboy's 9 foot, he's never going to be impressed with any of us. But he said I wasn't as disgusting as the people he's tried yet, so at least that's a one-up. He told me I need to eat protein though.
You need to eat meat.
Yeah.
Jaguar.
Which is so funny too, because I'm not even a small guy. I'm like $175.
I don't know. He just like people who eat. I don't know if Jaguar does or like, but he likes. I don't know. Like just from saying that, I was like, really? And he, like when he was saying he rips people, like not people, he rips meat and stuff. He was like showing me an image, and I'm like, really? You freaking idiot! He was just like ripping meat with his teeth. I'm like, oh, I don't care if you're barbaric, all right? I'm
Question:
not scared.
How do you unrecord this now?
Unrecord this? Oh, Brandy check knows.
Yeah, because it's still recording right now.
He's just observing like a little.
Oh no, I'm just saying like we got all the badass stuff recorded.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
okay.
you.
There's over 18 check.
What's that?
But I wonder how Caitlin got here because she's under 18. Or are you not?
What?
Are you 18 already?
No. Oh my God, no. I'm turning 17, man.
That's funny. It says 18.
So you lied about your age. That's okay.
I'm glad you did.
Damn right. Who cares?
I'm glad you were here.
I 20, okay? Like I don't even. That's just like an age. Age is a number.
But no, seriously,
AG number.
it's cool you have that ability, and if you would have not lied, we wouldn't be able to talk to these cool people. And you.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
because
awesome.
I'm more intrigued on how it is for people, because everyone seems to be a little bit different. So I'm intrigued. Do you have to
It makes
scoot
you
over?
at first. It makes you feel like you're kind of pretending to be that person, but like you're not. Like
For real?
you're just not. It's different for everybody, but they channel through my heart and they act just like. Some of them act like me because they don't feel like trying. Like they're just like, oh, screw it, I'm not gonna have the accent today.
That's what I brought up to you last time, was the fact that all of your people literally had the same kind of linear personality. It was different. Sorry.
Yeah. It was because last time, like, oh, sorry, Frankie. What were you saying?
No.
Just do
I
it.
was just about to say that I'm aware that my personality is imprinted on my channelings.
Sure, but that's also a part of
It's
you and your
great.
higher
It's
selves, right?
greatly, you know.
Because you're
Not
the
like
translator.
it's not separated from me. You know, it's
No, it's you. Yeah.
translated through me. But how would you translate? You know, everything is basically translation of unconditional love. So
Except
we have this big range of things that can be said through the channeling, or meant to be said through the channeling, but it might come totally different on the other side.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the channeling. Allow it to flow. You don't have to fight and you become together with the entity. If it's too much, just let it flow through you. Don't create something in the way if it's too much energy.
No, it's not too much energy.
When you have a lot of energy that you don't understand.
Seems like he already lets it flow though. He's just like bam, and I'm like, oh, what? Where the hell did that come from? And he's like bam, bam, and I'm like, oh, okay, I didn't know that.
It was so interesting when I channeled this week. I started speaking to Justin and Sarah in third person, like I spoke about myself in new way like Dan does. And it just came. But
it could be a collective or something.
No, it was me. It was me. It was a part of me speaking. Something I want to be in some way. So we were talking together, and he made me like feel so strong. So I could just like bam, like tell Justin like boom, 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 stop that, go that, that, without only.
Wait, František, can you take this off live?
I was about to channel.
Sorry. Okay, go, do it.
You promised me to bring Dactorian today, so.
I did not promise anything, but I'm certainly excited to get the Arcturian energy through me vocally, because I have been connected to that quite a lot. I don't know how to imagine what it will speak about.
Bring a leprechaun after. No, I'm kidding. But I gotta go. My phone's dying, so I'll see you guys later. Yeah, you're welcome. It was nice. Yeah, it was nice channeling for once. I've been so into 3D lately. It's like school. You only can focus on school, and I'm like, okay, school it is, and you have some petty ass bitches in school. So
we invite Arcturians to come and teach us.
Thank you very much, Caitlin.
And connect with us.
You have cool
Farewell.
people you hook up with, so it's nice to hear them.
Profound
Yeah.
music.
Bye, guys. Bye, Franti
Bye,
Chick.
Kate.
Bye,
Bye.
Jasmina. Bye, Gabriel. Bye, Bear.
See you.
Bear.
Mokachi ga nita.
Takara sukurutus kununa yatari.
Shishinamate yakaita wawaya. Chitamakayato wisadrakara. Sinamakaretu wawa. Hanamiyashi taechuwata. Hanietea.
We're going to meet up and expand together later. More to Caitlin.
I was actually, I think what I was getting from that one was I was beyond saying thank you to her for spending her time to do this with us.
And also, like, you want to spend more time with Caitlin and work with her.
Well, it's just the elf connection too, and these people like Toad. It seems like they have a faster connection with me. Except Old Riser, I'm kind of interested in playing with. However, the elf thing that Old Riser was talking about felt pretty damn powerful. That shit was crazy. I felt like jumper cables were going through my body.
Mhm.
So I didn't feel bad. I don't know these feelings. I didn't know if it was bad or good. So when Old Riser asked, oh, do you want that in your area? Well, I get the concept now. It's because Risers don't like blood elves. Not because he was bad. He didn't like them. He's just grumpy all the time.
I see.
Anyways, I thought that was, yeah. Anyways. Are you ready to chant? I could do a little thing real quick if you want.
Yeah, see. Whatever. I wanted to tell you I think I was singing exactly the same song
See,
before.
the background I get on that too is just like our music gets stuck in your head. I have so much like emotional flow behind it. If you truly like open yourself and just kind of be in the moment with me, it attaches to your auric memory is what I'm getting the feeling of. I think this is really sick.
Yeah. Okay.
This is cool. Anyways. Actually, I think this might be short, but Trokiati namaki shiata yorokia shinma wori nacha o chiata kamia o china miate rohoya rohomiati kakia tika oyo chitaka mapopo poisira ra inga bauga ai o tarkenjo a miatia. That's it.
Cool. Is it doing something in me?
Well, it's making my heart feel like pressure.
Yeah, I'm feeling that image is coming, but I'm not. It's not that easy for me to conjure up an image or to let it get. It's big. I don't know what it is.
Actorian. Really positive.
It looks like ship, and I'm connected to that ship, and I am the ship.
That's beautiful. So how does it feel in that ship?
I feel like one half of my brain is totally closed there. There's no creativity at all. It's like done. It's not like that. Uh, hold on.
Beautiful.
It is kind of bridge, like consciousness bridge between many beings. And, whoever comes to this ship, gets connected with that consciousness.
Do you like it there, or?
Yes, I like it. I like it. I wouldn't stay there if I didn't like it.
So how long have you been traveling there?
Let me try to get to channeling state, and thank you for asking those questions. I will let you lead me through knowledge of myself, more knowledge of myself. Hold on. Yes, it is my Arcturian connection. It's Arcturian ship. Nah, the beings that come here are from all around the galaxy. It's close to Earth right now. It's very close to you.
Hello.
Hello.
Are we speaking to the Arcturian aspect?
You are speaking to a spaceship.
Spaceship. But you are essentially your own biological consciousness. You are grown? Are you a grown technology?
No.
How do you come?
Biomechanical, you could say.
Okay.
Artificial.
How do the entities that interact with you interact with you?
Telepathically, mostly. It's a resonance. It's how I'm able to.
Go faster than the speed of light?
That's not what I was about to say.
Do you feel together where we all want to go to if you want to change the position? You resonate.
Yes, we resonate with certain aspects of us. We are connected to those beings. We have been designed to be connected to them. We are, in a sense, database of information. We are database of technological and mechanical uh, tools that you can use or that are being used throughout the galaxy. We provide solutions, as you could say. We provide um, this to we lead this conduit through there are many missing words in this conduit.
It doesn't matter completely.
Yes, we are always here to assist and we work like a map from the situation, whatever the situation can be. Because every situation has a solution, so we are here to facilitate and pick from our database what serves at the moment.
Just to clarify, you're an Arcturian starship. Artificial intelligent biological mechanical consciousness.
Yes.
You're amazing and very beautiful. Thank you very much for talking to us. This is absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
Can you feel me?
Yes,
My heart.
slightly different level that you could imagine. But we recognize your emotions.
This makes me so excited because this has been an idea I haven't stopped thinking about melding with machine. And not in a robotic terms. I mean, like getting into a trance when I'm driving a car or something like that. Just melding with. You understand because you are. This is amazing. Thank you. Sorry.
Yes,
So,
and we can provide to you now the information from Gira that is different aspects of us.
I do have
And,
one quick question for you. Is there any aspects of my star family on your ship? On your I don't know how to say
you
that.
are now in a communication with us, therefore you are on a ship in your aspect. It depends on your ability to relax your
Okay.
belief system enough to perceive yourself with us physically.
Thank you very much.
Yes, we been reminded that you are always connecting with the technological device that you are using. It's a live being. It is in cooperation, in co-creation with you. It is your extension.
I know this is a 3D concept, but is there a specific name that I could call you by, we could call you by, to possibly be able to see you in third dimension? Even if just
You
to
can
place...
call me Umbrella.
Sorry, you got? What's that?
Umbrella.
Yeah, could you fly by us so we can see you sometime?
Yes, you can see me when I'm around because your vibration is high enough to perceive me.
Just so I get this correct, in English language, would you spell it Embrella?
No, it's like
Or umbrella, like the thing you use for rain, or we use for rain?
yes,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. That's all I needed, Jasmine. My bad.
So I'm looking forward to see you when you come by Earth. How often do you come to Earth?
We perceive cycles the way you are. We don't use or understand this concept often. We are here right now, and that is all there is for now.
Beautiful.
Hello. I
Hello.
want to ask you, I have been visited by a ship once in my dream state. I've been told this is my future self.
Yes, and are you asking something or are you looking just for confirmation of something that you already know?
I want to ask you, what else can you tell me about that situation?
We don't see that situation. It's within your consciousness. You would have to make it available for us. Mm,
Yes, it is. You can look at it if you want to.
we don't see the road to that idea right now. It's being blurred. Is it possible that you have been
All right.
holding contradicting beliefs about this perception?
What do you
That's
mean?
most likely from what we see right now. It means that you are doubting it.
Well, I'm doubting it's like 10%, maybe 20%. I know what I saw in my dream state.
Yeah, my
And
connection
how
just got weaker. Hold on, I cannot re-establish that. Yeah, I feel the energy. Okay, all I saw were grays, but a little different than I imagined it. That's more. That's I cannot say more than I could not identify exactly what it was.
That was really epic, man.
Yeah, thank you.
what in the ship?
Channeling the
No, I
ship.
saw the I saw just
You just meld with the ship or what? That sounds so cool.
I saw this just face and a hand, eyes like this, but um lentil lentil like eyes.
It's cool.
So what do you think? Why did it come true? Did he
Why
have
did it
some?
why did it come to you?
Come through.
No, you.
No,
True, yes.
I'm talking about the beings on your ship that you saw.
Oh, my ship. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, that's
Wow.
cool. I've never heard about that before. That's cool.
Yeah.
Beings on her ship. She has a whole ship. That's awesome.
Um,
Nope.
you are misunderstanding.
Yeah.
Yasmina told me about some experience about seeing UFO,
Right.
and I was kind of digging for what it is through this ship, and it was searching within Yasmina consciousness, and what I saw were two grays.
Oh wow.
What I thought were grays, but
Hmm.
it didn't look exactly like I imagined grays to look like.
Yes, Gira told me this ship was my higher self, future self.
Ah, yeah, yeah. I think I remember.
We gotta write books about this stuff. Come on. This is dope.
Children books. No, it's just when I
That's
charge
fine.
my new headphones, it sounds like this. When I'm not charging it, it doesn't sound like this.
It's the power feedback. It reverberates with it. But seriously, this is blowing my mind.
Yeah, and the ship wanted to talk more about how it travels, but I did not have words.
I wanted to ask, but like I've never heard anyone channel a ship before.
Yeah, not me either. You should ask Bashar.
There are no drive. That's so funny.
Yeah, I felt, you know, because I even started the channeling like in describing what it was not telling me, but what it was sending me, and then I switched more into mode feeling like the ship,
That's so
but
cool.
still. you know, I feel there's more potential in there. I felt you know it could flow much easier, but I was not able to open myself to that.
He will come again.
I feel like a nerd in his favorite bookstore right now. This is awesome. These are totally new ideas in my consciousness.
The riser was the best one today. 2 times he comes today.
And I don't mean to be like bossy or speak over. I just get so intrigued with these conversations. So tell me to shut up whenever. That's fine. But I really love the combo with Riser because he's yeah, he's just kind of a
Yeah,
hard ass. You
I
gotta
love.
just be straightforward with him. I want this and this. All right, fine. He'll complain about it, but he doesn't. So
Yeah,
we
thank
win
you
both.
for asking those questions. This
Sorry,
being,
you know, we can call me Mr. Negative Man or whatever it is, but I resonate with him to the point where, yes, if you boss him around a little bit, I know it sounds selfish and arrogant and why's Ben talking so much, but it's more like
So
we were clicking. I could get him to move along and do things instead of complain the whole time.
it was cool when you and I talked about the meat.
Yeah.
That you need to eat meat.
You gotta stop charging your phones, bro.
Francis say, come to your channel, Riser.
It's really loud, Gabriel.
Yeah, I was.
yeah, I felt his energy, you know, and I felt it was kind of
You felt Riser's energy?
yes,
Oh wow, okay.
um, there's something about this negativity that he really uh, uses to energize, or I don't know how. You know,
Wolf in sheep's
it's
clothing.
like he likes to feel superior. It's make you know, and I felt that his greatest fear is that he's not superior, and that is funny.
I was making fun of him and joking with him, and I thought it was kind of funny because, well, I mean, let's be real here. People can think I'm rude or talk too much, but when it came to that specific situation, I just feel like our personalities match up perfect because I don't know. Sometimes when Max says too, which is brought me to a really cool place of thinking, is to not put all of these creatures at a god status. Like let's not give our meekness away because it's special in its own right. You know, we have the ability for logic, and maybe it's like I was trying to say last webinar, is they speak in code kind of that energetic background. They're telling you the truth of, and anyways, with him, it was more or less if you bossed him around a little bit and you were stern, you stood up for yourself, you saw how much more respect and how much more he moved along instead of complaining about how puny the humans were, etc.
Yeah.
It was cool. Like you actually, I saw a not so arrogant riser, which was dope. Because yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, I can see a positive aspect in that because some people, you know, when it's way that they like to be pushed is, you know, when someone tells you, "Oh, come on, you're not gonna do this," and then you turn around and you say, "Oh, I'm gonna prove I'm doing it." That's the way that can be, or that's the intention that can be behind this. Maybe.
Oh, and he seems like such a brute too. And when you talk about the spiritual community, we seem to be so well. His words exactly, mamby-pamby. I don't really believe in that term, but it's just because we always are taught, or at least even when you go to the spiritual side, is be all love all the time, and it's a growing process. You need to be who you are, but be conscious about it at the whole time. Which again, we treat these And I treat way more respect and I talk way differently to all the rest of the creatures, especially, to the ones who were just really, really nice to us. With him, he's just a different, he's a different personality. You got to attack it a different way. And yeah, his negativity, right? You got to kind of combat that by standing up for yourself. He didn't seem to mind it, which was funny.
He likes it when you stand up.
My dog is howling outside.